The twinkling lights of downtown Penticton. We're here for the Scotties. Tonight, two of the best teams battle in BC. Tap it, touch it, oh, they will settle for two. The play-in game launched Kerry Einarson into the field. Team Wildcard have been clutch. Sit at 5-1. Chip it out and sit down. Count 'em up. Once again, Jennifer Jones is impressed as she looks for Scotties title number 6. Also 5-1, Jones aims to rebound after her first defeat of the week. It is a showdown at the Scotties. Who will be top spot in Pool A? Draw 14 next. On this Wednesday night, the South Okanagan Events Center championship round begins tomorrow as we come inside and say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Penticton. Cheryl Russell alongside. Let's get you caught up. What happened today, as we say, final round robin games. And this was from Pool B earlier today, BC and Newfoundland. Kesavan Osh out of Nanaimo, as Newfoundland Labrador Stacey Curtius is sitting the 2. And she elects to play the draw. And how cool is this young lady in just her second appearance at the Scotties as she draws the 4-foot and goes on to a very big and important win. We'll tell you why in a moment. One other game, Ontario against Team Canada. Holly Duncan out of the Royal Canadian Club in Toronto, also in a must-win against Michelle Englot, wearing the Team Canada jersey. Look at those two red stones. Those would give Team Canada the win. What does she do? Little tap back, sit there, gets the single, picks up the win. 7-5, your final. Two other games on the ice. PEI ends their round robin with a win over Nunavut in Alberta by 7 over Quebec. Why big wins for Ontario and British Columbia? Because BC claims the 3rd spot in the championship round because during round robin, they beat both Newfoundland, Labrador, and Ontario, leaving now Newfoundland, Labrador, Ontario to play a tiebreaker tomorrow. Pool A coming up, Manitoba, Einarson, they're both in. Northern Ontario, Nova Scotia win their games tonight, they're in, but New Brunswick, they need to win and then hope for a loss by either Northern Ontario or Nova Scotia. So, playing for first place in the pool, Manitoba against Kerry Einarson, the wild card. My goodness. 13th appearance now for Jennifer Jones. She beats almost everybody, and in fact, Kerry Einarson has beaten her every time.
Yeah, I know, it's unbelievable, but it's style of play. It's not like Einarson can't hang with this team. It's just Jennifer's style of play. Rocks all over the place, goes after the team right from rock number 1, forces Einarson to play the shot she's not quite as comfortable with. 11% difference between Einarson and Jennifer Jones and the draw percentage. That's the telling stat. If Einarson draws well, Kerry can win this game. 17 straight wins, Jones over Einarson. Okay, so Einarson is playing better. But you would think somewhere tucked in the back of her mind is the fact she's never won.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely there. But you have to also be thinking, it's maybe our turn. It's maybe our chance. And we can turn this head-to-head to 1-17 instead of 0-17. You know, they have changed this team. I think they've won more pressure games. They make more clutch shots, especially Kerry herself. And one of their mottos that they've learned these last couple of years is they need to relax to perform, and they've been doing that all week.
So when we come back, it is the battle for first place. Manitoba against Team Wildcard here in Penticton.
It definitely means a lot, wearing the buffalo on your back and wearing the colors, even though I'm not this week, but I still have the bison on the back, and it's just a huge accomplishment.
3 Manitoba teams is amazing for Manitoba curling. It shows the depth of talent in Manitoba, and it's hard to get out of that province, so we never take it for granted, and every time I step on the ice at the Scotties, I almost pinch myself and just be thankful to be here.
The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Find comfort in Purex. The The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada, by New Holland, equipped for a new world, and by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
So here are all the games. It's Group A, final night, round robin play. Nova Scotia win, you're in. Northern Ontario win, you're in. Our featured game is on sheet C. New Brunswick must win and then hope for a loss by either Nova Scotia or Northern Ontario to force a tiebreaker. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Jones, skip of Team Manitoba. Our lead is Dawn McEwen, second Jill Officer, third is Shannon Burchard, and we curl at the St. Vital Curling Club in Winnipeg.
Hi, I'm skip Carrie Einarson. Our lead is Krista McCush, our second is Liz Fife, our third is Selena Cates, and we curl out of the East St. Paul Curling Club in East St. Paul, Manitoba.
Both teams are 5-1 going into this final evening in Manitoba. And Jones won the draw to the button, so they will have the last rock playing the Red Stones. And to get us underway, the Einarson lead is Kristen McCush.
Well, she's had a great week so far. Played just as well in the wildcard play-in game. And I think it's an advantage for this Einarson team. They're coming off a win. Jones' team coming off a loss. That can always give you a little bit of momentum as well.
Okay, so we saw New Brunswick, Russ, give Jones a good go. You know, took that, kept it clean, then got a little messy, and then fell behind. I'm wondering if, in fact, Einarson does the same thing here, try to keep it clean, or is this a team that can mix it up and be successful? Although she's never beaten them.
Yeah, she doesn't know that answer either. You know what Jones is going to do. It doesn't matter where that first rock was going to drop. They're going to throw the corner guard. Einarson actually touched the pin and still lost hammers. This team's so good out of the gate. So I think with the tools Team Einarson has, which is their great upweight hitting ability, they got to keep it simple for 3, 4, 5 ends. But at some point in time, you have to press the button and try to get Jones to miss some shots. She can miss shots. She did it earlier today.
Well, and I think you need a really good game out of Selena. I think Selena's going to be key running with Shannon Burchard, who's been playing incredible this week for a first-time Scotties. But Selena's been steady. She's been making the big shots. Her draw weight's been good, and that gives Carrie a ton of support out there.
There's a fine line, isn't there, between keeping it simple and running scared.
15-1.
You can't say, oh my goodness, I've got to keep it close. This is great, Jennifer Jones. At some point in time, you say, I'm burying one, see if you can get my rock out. Doesn't matter that the currently 8 curling stones that Einarson's throwing don't know they're 0-17.
Yeah, they haven't been told that.
You know, they're a better team now. Some of those losses were a long time ago. They're a better team now. They're better at the finesse shots. I watched her beat New Brunswick with a wonderful draw to the button in the 10th end, right down a real slow spot.
And she saved the game against Saskatchewan, where she made a draw against 3 in the 8th end.
Exactly. So those shots are there. They can hit with Jones. So bring it on. I think they can win this game. I really do.
Nice weight. Okay.
It will be the managing, I think, critical factor in this game will be managing the 15% of their misses. You know, you're not going to play 100% out here. So if you play 90, what do you do with that 10%? Do you get that little bit of an extra roll? Do you make sure you're aware? Do you make sure you play the freeze down? You know, just really managing the errors.
Ooh, this is close to the guard. They might be able to get the inside here.
11.
Well, that was the hope, but she'll bang it right on the nose.
It was fine. Speed seemed okay. Yeah.
The lighter you throw this, come around tap. Obviously, you want to get the opponent's rock out. The lighter you throw this, the better chance you have of getting some curl past that guard.
Jill Officer and the scrub to get it by. They do. And she does get across the nose and then just peeks out the other side by half a stone. Let's take a look. Keys to the game will start with Manitoba.
Well, I don't have to tell Jennifer this, but it's pedal to the metal. That's what they do. We saw the first rock, up goes the corner guard. It's all-out offense. That's the best way to beat a team that hits so well. Force them to finesse shots. What I always like to do against a team that love to hit, keep those guards higher, then it's harder to run them in, so they're going to have to play the same game you play.
Saw Carrie Einarson just check over her right shoulder. There is that stone just outside the rings. Jam possibility. Liz Fife throwing the second stones for Einarson. And trying to roll it away now behind the corner. So the keys now for Carrie Einarson and Team Wildcard.
Well, this is a team that's going to have to work with the hammer. They need to convert when they have hammer and get a few more points on the board, because both teams, they give up the same points allowed. So don't run from this team. Take some more calculated risks. And Carrie, as we talked about, she's been making, even though her numbers aren't up there, she's been making the clutch saves and score shots to set up this team.
Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Good. I rolled further than I thought. Sorry, guys.
And just again, it's not quite able to get the rolls behind either guard properly.
Well, Jill's first one snapped, Vic. It was crazy. I heard Jill yell last second because I think they thought they were on the guard, and then it overrolled.
This is good enough, though. You can only see I'm right behind you. You can only see a small half on the wide side. You're going to roll out. Jones is going to make it better, so they're going to try the run back here. This is what I talked about. It just, with this hitting ability, try to make a couple leads and stay in this game until later on.
Come on.
Oh, you're going to chip it, and now that shooter rolls over. They're staggered.
Sweet.
Think you just want to be
Manitoba is sitting the one top four.
Ooh.
That was a bit of bad luck there on that one.
Runbacks are amazing. They either get you out of jail or put you back into deeper into jail. A few more years in jail. It's unreal. Like you say, staggered guards, one on the forefoot.
One is overnight, the other one is solitary.
That's right. Exactly, life. Yeah.
Line's good. Full 12. Room done. Give it. Full 12. We gotta go. Good. Line's great. Get in here.
Gotta go. Gotta go, Don.
Come on, Don. You got it, Don. Go. Get a bite. Get a bite. Okay, you're not there. You're not there. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Smart to leave it. If it's not going to be in the paint, leave it as a guard.
If you should just be
Jen?
joining us for the first time, Shannon Burchard, skip herself, picked up as the third
Behind the draw.
for this event. After the Manitoba Playdowns, Caitlin Laws is off to the Olympics with John Morris to play mixed doubles. First time ever mixed doubles. An Olympic event.
14-5.
I've been impressed with Shannon, not just her shot making, which has been pretty incredible for her first Scotties, but just how she is with Jen. You know, you could be a little tentative, you could not say what you think, but I think it was really smart. They brought a skip in, she knows the strategy, and she's at times said, hey, no, I like this better. I think this is the shot we should play, and that gives a lot of confidence to Jennifer, and you get a lot of respect back.
It's Jennifer throwing those most important shots, and Shannon, being a skip, will be good at the line calls also, which has to keep Jennifer confident.
And enough? Yeah, just.
This is the difference. This is why I think they've got a chance. They wouldn't try that. They'd blast it wide open a couple years ago. Try to hold Jennifer to 2. They're saying, forget it, we're going to steal.
Oh, if you can't beat them, join them. So they get in behind those staggered guards. Great call.
Yep. 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 Hard. Hard.
Burchard.
Shooter. Go.
Bang.
Go.
And trying to roll that as wide as they can. So there are the 2 guards up. Shot rock is in the open. It belongs to Einarson.
Nice little pocket, though, here.
Yeah. I think we come.
Well, she does play that. You have a double.
Right. Do you like guarding them?
I don't mind it.
Okay.
I think guard.
Where do you want it?
Probably halfway.
Okay.
Jeez, I'm not sure about
Yeah,
that.
just going,
Go
you and I are
ahead.
going the same. I don't know if I love this because there's a run there. And you've got that pocket to freeze into. A force would be a minor victory this end, and that's the way you'd get it. This
you
guard's
play the guard
halfway,
right
and
now, okay?
they've got the run on that left-hand red.
Yeah, play this out for me.
So you wanted a 2 or a
She's saying if I
3 or-
guard the yellow, Jennifer makes the raise.
Okay.
I've got a double. I don't think you will, because the run she's raising, it'll be higher possibly.
Okay, you got it.
It's nice here. Sliding nice.
You sit down into that little
Oh,
pocket
yeah.
there. That was her first call, and I loved it. Number's not as good, but she's made some great shots to save her team and put some points on the board.
It's like 5. Whoa. Yeah. Brilliant.
It's heavy. Maybe they brush it to that pocket, which would be a better result.
Got to get off the guard first, though. Got to get off that guard first, though, and it will not. And now maybe
Okay.
it'll spill in.
Okay.
For once, the tick worked for us.
Okay, that works.
How did it ever?
Try not to block my run.
Lucky. Yeah.
I've got that one too, though. So.
Kathy not with us again this evening. She's under the weather. Hope you're feeling better, Kathy. We'll see you tomorrow, Nova Scotia, Saskatchewan, as they play in the first. And an opportunity here. Needs a little bit, grab some of the white. Possible 3 for Nova Scotia. Again, a win by them puts them in. If they should lose, and New Brunswick picks up the win, there's a potential tiebreaker.
This is riding, Vic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Looks like she's got some pretty firm weight.
We're just going to roll out. That's fine.
And they will roll out. And 2 it is.
2 red.
Thank you very much, ladies. Nova Scotia out of the Dartmouth Curling Club. Early advantage, Sherry Anderson from Saskatoon. Jennifer Jones, her first.
Roll it. Shoot her.
And runs it by.
Sorry.
And now there's that little
Sorry.
stagger
Didn't realize that was.
for Manitoba out in front. It is protecting second shot.
Touch the back. Touch the back.
A little over curl there for Jennifer.
Sorry, Shannon. It's fine.
Tough shot, those raises.
It didn't roll in.
What do you like?
Me too. I like the way I threw it. I just had to roll a hair more. Darn.
I don't think we.
For the angle, I guess.
Same shot worked, Cheryl. I think they're talking about going high again, which is not too bad, but Jennifer then has that. Not that it's easy, but it's for 2. You'd hate to give up 2 the way this end's unfolded.
Well, sorry, but you often
guys like the
say,
guard again?
both of you,
Yeah.
best guard is second
good.
shot. Get in there. So would you come in on top, Cheryl?
Yeah, love it. And they actually indicated that, so I'm not sure what the final call was. They
that
talked
one,
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so just a 2? Yeah. Okay.
So there you go. There's a guard.
Got it.
Carrie seems to want to play the freeze, but the team likes the guard.
Keep it out there, Ben. Halfway. 2. Keep it out there, Ben. 2. Halfway. 2.5. 3. Line 3. 3. Line 3. It looks like quite a bit. Yeah, it's really sliding. It's maybe a 4. We have to let it stop. It's real tight. No, it's in. No. Sit. Okay, good. Okay, that works.
Actually worked rather well because
Probably
it,
just
even though the
straight
double's
back
still
in.
there, it would
if I
only
get
be
that,
for
it would
1,
still be
and
1.
it kind of makes that run tough.
Took away a little bit of the run, I think. Yeah.
Makes it tougher.
Get 2. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm going to take the yellow one back.
You thought they'd go over the...
Yeah, the red's still there.
yeah.
It's a little more rewarding. This one, if you're trying to run it back on the yellow, if you ever run it back on the red, it's a steal of 2.
The other thing that surprises me, I don't disagree with you. It's early. What's the most they can do is give up 1 here.
Well, if you're a little wide, possible 2, but with the broom is there, I don't think Jennifer's ever going to
No, but I'm saying playing the red in for the 2s.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to give up 1 if you don't make it.
True. Here you could give up 2.
Yep.
And they picked her up very early. McEwen, officer. Burchard calling line. You got it? No, you don't. You touch it on the way by, and a little tickle results in a steal of 1.
I thought there was no question we had it. Sorry, guys.
right, let's set the Wayback Machine for 2012 Canadian Junior Championship, Napanee, Ontario. Women's final, Alberta against Manitoba, and a team that included skip Shannon Burchard, Selena Cates, who threw the fourth stone, and Kristen McCush. Manitoba finished the week #1 seed, however, in the final, Jocelyn Peterman. And Alberta got the better of Burchard, 12-6 the final. This week, Burchard is playing with Jennifer Jones. Cates McCush are playing with Carrie Einarson, but back in 2012, they were teammates at the juniors. Yeah, there you go, reliving it. Memories. Selena Cates, Shannon Burchard. And throwing here, Kristen McCush. 1-0 team wildcard. Einarson with the steal of 1. Once again, Manitoba with Last Rock playing the Redstones here in 2.
Well, Manitoba's only given up 3 stolen ends all week, so that is a good start for Einarson's team.
But they did it with the confidence in the draw. They could have bailed. They decided to go around. They got shot rock buried in front of the button, controlled it. Really nice sign. It's that's the hard part against a team like Jones. You can't run scared.
No.
You know, if you're not nearly as good a team, then you might want to hit as much as you can and shorten the game. But in a case like Einarson, they've got the tools to put enough pressure on this team. They can win it.
Yeah, you can't go all in, but you can definitely take some calculated risks that are worth it. Kind of weigh it out. Look at the players you have coming down the sheet in front of you. Who's making what?
This is such a massive game for farther down the road here because you want to get into that 1-2 game. Number 1 gets you a hammer in the 1-2 game. The 1-2 game gives you 2 tries to get to the final. You can lose 1 and still win the semi.
Well, let's just remind everybody, we start in this first time ever, 2 pools of 8. 7-team round robin within your pool. Top 4 advance, but then in the next championship round, you cross over. So A's will play B's. So there is, then that, as you say, adds up to the usual 11 games.
So if you're going to get in that 1-2 game, Vic, you probably have to be like 9-2-ish. Maybe 8-3 might get you in. So a loss right here to one of these teams goes to 2 losses. Then you have 4 relatively tough games on the other side. So the winner's looking good for the 1-2 game.
And you take your records with you. So as you think ahead here, knowing what we do know, the other pool, which is now complete, it's Alberta, Team Canada, and right now BC.
Right.
Do you like to freeze or do you want to play hack?
I think I can get to it with hack pretty high.
Play hack.
I think when you can ever, when the opposition has hammer and you can ever get access to that forefoot and try and open it up a little bit, it helps. The guard's long.
Hack!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Close. Hack! Yep! Whoa! It's a bit solid! It's solid, Kristen! Hard, Kristen! Hard! Go!
Both these teams have been really good at limiting the opposition. That's one of the great things coming in for both.
Think I like the same shot. Full 8. Okay, give you a little less. Yep. It's really taking its time. No, not much less. No.
Jill Officer.
Fight the 4, guys. Fight 4. You got room. Gotta go. John's in. Hard. Come on, guys. You got to be here. Go.
And yes, just.
Can you ask for the time, Don?
We talk about, you know, we know what correlates the strongest to winning, and it's the points you allow the other team per game. 4.7, both of these teams. But you look at the steals. This was coming in. Jennifer had only allowed 3 stolen ends. She just gave up another one, so they're even there. But where Jennifer Jones has the advantage is her hammer efficiency. Incredible. 60% of the time she converts to a deuce or more. That's where I think Carrie Einarson's team is going to have to really start. That's the calculated risk. That's where you set up a little earlier for your deuce. Maybe you take, with hammer, you take more of those risks to turn that number around.
Well, they have yet to have that last rock. They steal one in the first. And again, last rock belongs to Manitoba and Jones here in 2.
Oh, there's a mistake there. Not only light, but line those 2 up. That red goes straight to the button.
Shannon Burchard.
Hard!
McHugh and an officer.
Go, 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 go.
Across and roll it. And they couldn't hold it for her. Hits it thin and will spill out the back.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, you heard Jen say, my bad. She took that on her as just not enough ice for her.
Same way? Yeah.
Now,
Okay, 14-5.
Yeah, 14-5. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
is that a lack of familiarity that causes that, you think?
You know, I think it's just probably this sheet of ice. They're just trying to figure it out yet, because what I have noticed is that Jen has really been able to figure out Shannon's releases, and it's not a real pressure shot. Sometimes you'll see somebody has a tendency under pressure, but Jen's been able to ice Shannon very well so far. So probably just guessing at a spot in the ice.
So Kate's big scrub. Get this by. Oh, they did. Oh, what a shot. What a draw. That's a nice recovery for Kate's.
What was that? What was it? 14-7. Okay.
Her last game was at 91% Selena played. So she's coming in hot.
Really good week. Too bad that first one stopped dead in line, though. Now there's a straight run back here.
Close. Come on, baby. Curl a little.
Yeah, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, no.
Did it listen? Did it listen? Bang, bang, bang. Oh, it did listen.
Oh, that's good.
Spills it out into the open. It leaves Manitoba as the shot rock. 2 center guards still in front.
Nice shot, Shannon. Atta girl.
Real nice shot. Gives Jennifer some room to breathe. A little less weight here, a little hair more curl. That's perfect.
That's.
It was 10-3, like it was.
Isn't that what you want, Cheryl? Your thirds missed their first. And now they respond, both of them with terrific shots.
Bounce back. And you look at it's even better than you think, because Carrie can't roll into the center or it jams. So she really just has to nose it.
Exactly sure how it's going to
Sure.
go.
Yep, I'll start close.
Yeah, a little up. Whoa. Whoa. A little up.
Carrie Einarson,
Yeah.
her first. McCush. What she got? Avoids the jam and slides it on through.
Sweet. Good, nice shot, Care. Good. Refresh. Nice job, Care. Yeah.
That's just so good. Jennifer to bury it's almost got to be in the forefront, and you still have an angle raise off that previous rock.
Yeah, it's perfect. Love the weight Carrie threw on that.
Watch it tighter.
Kept it down, controllable, off and on a little bit with the brushers.
You just didn't throw your second one, Joe? I had a 15-5.
I know. I didn't think I threw it that light, truthfully,
Okay.
but I think your path is still going to be closer, Jen.
I think that's a great familiarity for Jen to have her. You know, you get a new player coming in, but it's nice to have Jill and Dawn on either side of you. That's a constant.
Line's nice.
Gotta go. Line's great, guys.
Gotta go. Yeah. moving. Hard. Hard, you gotta go line. Hard.
This is going to be a carry.
Northern Ontario and the Territories. And Northern Ontario with last rock. They blanked the first, and some pressure on now. The skip from Sudbury, Tracy Fleury. Again in that must-win. Win at 4-2, and you are in. As she plays Kerry Galusha from Yellowknife, and will crash. It was a draw and really a little tap against two. Spins too far. Steal of one. Territories.
Ooh, that was close to.
I think she only wants it like top 8. Oh,
Nice
like
opportunity
15.
here.
Yeah.
Couple choices. You could probably go top 8.
Well, then I think between
Choke off the intern draw wide open.
Yeah, between a 14.5 and a 15.
Or you can bury it side of the button.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nova Scotia, scored 2 in the first, and Nova Scotia is sitting 1. Covered. Final stone coming up here for Sherry Anderson. Difficult week for Saskatchewan and Anderson out of the Nutana, as she hooked up with former juniors.
Oh, yeah, this is a tough slash in here.
And she's trying to angle this one back, trying to make a double angle raise to get rid of shot rock. And we'll slide it on by. Steal of 1. Nova Scotia again. Win. They're in.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's over, curling. Might as well go.
Yep. Okay. More now, Dawn. Yeah.
Wonderful end by Team
See,
Einarson.
that's
But if
close
that
out
thing's
here.
here, or maybe even higher,
Hey, Dawn.
it's a tough draw for Jennifer. Not that this is simple. You're drawing against 3. Got to go a hair wider than you have in practice. Practice here about
I was just on, I need a 14.
4 inches
tighter
than this.
Better
Kind of either or. Hey, Russ, like if you're down top of the button, you probably got a really good chance of steal, or where you said makes her draw really tough.
Right in between, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not great.
Hanging out a little bit,
Yeah.
and then they would come in.
Jennifer was way light on her first one, so how much do you adjust here? Guessing a hair slower than the paths you just threw.
So sitting 3, maybe even a 4th nibbler at the top. And that's what's facing Jennifer Jones last here. And boy, right away you heard them say, Officer McEwen, they're light. And here they go. They picked her up. Pritchard calling line. Line's good, but is it the weight? Do they have enough to get there? They'll need full 8 foot. Big carry again. McEwen, Officer have done this so often for the skipper. Can they save another one for Jones? Can they save it for her? Oh, and I think they just may have.
Oh.
One red?
One red it is. Big breaths, ladies. Officer McEwen, do it again. So the standings going into this final night of round robin play. Pool B is finished. Alberta, Team Canada, British Columbia are through. BC gets the 3rd spot because in round robin they beat both Newfoundland and Labrador and Ontario. So coming up tomorrow, we'll have a tiebreaker for you tomorrow morning, local time, noon Eastern. Newfoundland, Labrador against Ontario. It may be the only tiebreaker. We could have one on the other side as well. Here's Brian.
Vic, Holly Duncan had a great game earlier today, ensuring that she would indeed be in that tiebreaker tomorrow against Stacey Curtis and Newfoundland Labrador. After the game, I talked with Steph Ledrew, their 3rd, and asked them what did they learn from that game. And Steph hasn't been happy as of yet with their rock placement. She said, you know what, Brian, we're coming too deep. We're back T-line, back 8. We got to get our rocks in the right areas as well. We don't feel that we played as good as we can. You'll remember, I know Cheryl was talking about it earlier today, back in Ontario, they started 0-2. You guys have made reference to it. We see this beautiful arena ice here. They haven't had that luxury. However, as the competition gets going, apparently Holly's feeling more comfortable, and Steph says this team has another gear to hit, and her skipper, she believes in her and feels the best is still yet to come.
Well, Holly played exceptional. The whole team did, and we were talking about that too, is what Brian was saying, where they didn't get to play on an arena ice in their provincials. And so it just takes time, and you can see they're starting to figure it out, starting to play very well.
So this is the only game right now that comes your way, noon Eastern time tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific. Newfoundland and Labrador against Ontario. There is the possibility, depending on the results tonight, there may be one more tiebreaker. It was interesting, Holly Duncan saying to me when I asked her, what's your first experience? Something like this. She said, you know, I've adjusted everything. I like the ice. I like the arena. It's the advertising that you sometimes will catch out of your eye on the boards beside each of the side sheets, A and D. And she said in particular, the tractor from New Holland. She said, I'm about to throw and I see that tractor going by, and I have to stop and wait till it lands, and then I'll throw.
It is bad on the end sheets because you can kind of catch it.
Out of your corner of your eye.
Whoa, 10-5. Yep. Hard roll, Kristen. Hard roll, go.
Very good. 11. I mean, coming this way. Oh. You almost take Liz and I out every time. Sorry.
Well, we showed you the territories getting the single over Northern Ontario. And Yukon has come back to tie New Brunswick. Again, must win for New Brunswick, the team from Moncton. And then need losses by either Nova Scotia or Northern Ontario.
Good. That's good.
Was that one a 10-5? 11.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was? Okay. Yeah. Okay, 10 this time.
Okay, got it.
I think this is already, I'd say after 2 ends, a minor victory for Einarson's team. They've stolen one end. When you look at a team like Jones, they've stolen one end, and then they forced them in the other end. And then, as I said in the one graphic, they convert 60% of the time. It's the top in the field.
That one she made was against 3 for Jennifer Jones. Well played second end.
Okay.
No, the tools are there. It's just, you know, I think after a while it's got a bit of a belief. You know, I'm sure they've had some great contests when you go back to the dressing room and say, gee, if I just made that one run back, or if she had made that perfect freeze. And Jennifer Jones is going to have to work to win this game.
Well, I think probably Michelle Englot said the same thing when she went back to the dressing room after the game against Ontario.
Yeah.
There were, she gave away, at my count, at least minimum 2 or 3 points.
Yeah.
Okay, roll it, Jill. Go big.
And
No.
big it is.
Good.
Now that's, remember the previous end.
You got it. 10. I think I just pointed.
They miscalled ice for her. It actually rolled out. This one hangs around.
Just barely, yeah. It seems like maybe not. I didn't see what Jen said after Shannon threw, but maybe just not giving her quite enough. Or maybe Shannon's doing a little something that Jen can't see. That's a conversation they need to have at the other end if it is.
Yep. There you go.
Important shot, just a simple hit and stay there, but you roll out. Jennifer Jones goes right around with Shannon.
Good.
First time in the game that Einarson does have last rock playing the Yellowstone.
Clean. Off. It's good.
Clean. No, off.
The hair big if anything, but
Yeah,
pretty
off.
good.
Off if you're big.
It's pretty close.
And it's big, and this will spill.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Shan.
wonder what they'll have to
Oh,
say.
solid.
Yeah, that was just all weight. I think it was a good throw.
Okay, you got it. Did a bit, eh?
Just a hair, but not bad. Like, I didn't hate the throw. I think just curling a bit more there. Like, those are the run backs I threw in the first end that finished a little bit. All right.
So
was an
that's a
8-9,
good
just so
feedback
you
for
know.
Shannon. You're throwing him good. It's just curling in that spot. I have to give you a little bit more ice.
Hold it there. You got it.
Clean.
It's critical. It's more critical, I think, than anybody realizes, because if you don't give that feedback, then the player starts playing. They start to try to straighten it, or and then it just compounds, and you can end up with
It looks
somebody throwing with
like
no
4 feet
confidence and the
heavier.
broom not going down in the right spot.
Even your guards, they just
Yeah, I
don't
thought
look
that
like
would go
they're
further.
sliding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little bit of an ice issue, do you think? The fact that the stones are not quite sliding.
She uncharacteristically was so light on her first one in the second end after drawing the pin in practice. You wonder. Might be a hair slower tonight.
Mine's good. Pretty good. Curling.
It's the hardest thing to show people when they're sitting at home watching on television. It's never the same. It's rarely identical.
So that was a 13-3. We've been getting 14 and a half has been to T-line.
Right out. Go.
And at the back. So explain that.
So sorry, that's a hog-to-hog time. So 14 and a half from the hog line to hog line has been about what T-line is. Maybe a little higher, 14.6. So 13 and a half. So it's about the same because it's about a second for 6 feet of slide. So I think a 14 and a half is pretty close, but that path had been worn down quite a bit in the first end. So I think it might be the fastest up to game speed path compared to where Jen threw last end.
And I mean, that last little look of Jennifer Jones, she's thinking about it. It has her thinking.
Assuming she threw the same rocks in the same order, that's the rock she came up noticeably light with in the second end. So it's got to be path.
Yeah, and that can happen. You just get into a fresh path and you don't read it.
Yeah, you're right. On the first end, they played that intern comer on that spot. Jennifer played the raises in that spot. Guards were in that spot.
I'm kind of surprised that wasn't more of a conversation, that this should be up to speed.
What was that one, Selena?
13.9.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Sliding nicer.
13.9.
9.5.
Okay.
Think you need more?
A little more? Closer to a 10. Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep.
Clean.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Nice throw, Jen.
Was that Chen?
That was good. 9-5.
Now the biggest pressure shot ever on the skips is a blank after you planned for that the entire end.
You got it.
It's heavy. When I swept it, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's not so bad.
Okay, you got it.
A little bit of curl out here for sure.
8-5.
Final stone. Looking for the blank.
Good.
And good. Remains a 1-1 tie. Final night round robin. Playing for first place in Pool A. Let's continue with our updates. We'll drop in on Northern Ontario and the Territories. And that red rock at the back of the button belongs to the Territories. And Tracy Fleury out of Sudbury, not much to shoot at, does she?
No, if you try to pick that back red and you hit that red in the forefoot, you give up a steal of 2. So they tried to cross the face of this one here. I don't think they can do it without hitting that red one.
So it results in a steal of 1 for the Territories again. Northern Ontario comes in with that record of 4-2. Win and you are in. As we welcome you back on this Wednesday night, the last evening of round robin play, the blank in 3 means that the team wildcard, Carrie Einarson from East St. Paul, once again will have last rock. She has the hammer playing the Yellowstones. Mentioned Northern Ontario at 4-2, Nova Scotia as well. And after they scored 2 and a steal of 1, Saskatchewan,
Okay, Don. Good.
with their final stone and facing 1 and 2 Nova Scotia Storms.
Well, and Nova Scotia's been all over them. They had a hit for 3 in that first end. she didn't make it, but now Sherry's looking at a deuce there in the forefoot.
Now she does have the backing. She can play up to shot rock, which is at the back of the button. This is going to be a big carry, though, for this young team. Saskatchewan out of the Nutana in Saskatoon. Every inch. Oh, and does it roll away?
Yes. Yeah.
On yellow it is.
One yellow.
Nice.
Thank you, ladies.
Good sweep, guys. Good brush, guys. Got a 14.5. What's that? 14.5 on that. Full 8. Joe.
So Einarson is sitting the one on the lid
The good path.
with last rock.
No, out there, out there.
Wait only, room. Full 8. Room. Gotta go. Needs to curl here. No, line's good. Line's good.
No.
Line's good.
Go, guys, keep it moving.
Go, go, go. Hard, 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 hard. Go, go, go. Okay, whoa, not staggered. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Not too many heavy rocks other than the one Jennifer zipped through in that one little lane that was worn down.
Another one on top. Yeah.
Tap it a touch.
There may be a statistic here for
kinda just
apologies
tap it a hair.
from Jennifer
Yeah.
Jones. I've heard 3 probably tonight alone. and I'm just curious as why she apologized earlier for Pritchard. You just apologized right now. They're the Jill officer.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that because that was just really weight more than anything. Shannon's had been a couple, I think, putting the broom down, guessing just in the wrong spot early in the game, but I'm not sure what that was with Jill.
Okay, roll for line. Line's fine.
Get to the nose and ever tap the Jones stone a couple of inches, it would then release without taking away the shot rock.
Selena's in.
Oh, there goes. There goes. Line's good. Yeah.
Liz Fife.
Go, go. Right to it. Go, 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 go.
Ah, you're over curling.
Shoot, that's just that rock. Okay, good. Just finishes a little bit more of that rock.
Yeah.
Too bad you ever line those up.
Well, this is what we've seen in the past when Caitlin Laws is with the team. As Jones wants that input.
The angle's not great on the 4. I mean, she could get there. We could play that into there. We might clip this back. Could just go here.
I don't love that.
No, I know. Like hammering that in. The 2 goes there.
Do we for sure lose 2 of theirs?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I don't mind this. The only thing is they've got that
I
into
think
it.
she's got to be deeper.
Yeah.
I think she's got to be 4 foot.
Like if she can be just full 8 out counting that one, that's not bad, but
She's got to be buried then.
Yeah.
Just got hammers that in there. Okay.
right to it.
4 foot. Full 4.
This is Jen's path when we swept it.
Tough little shot here.
Okay, but let's remember now, as they just said, this is Jen's path, and so this was the one that they really had to hammer, remember, to get the shot rock for the single in the second.
That's right. And then Jill just came up light in this path.
Lots of room. Okay, we
Lots
want to be
of
right
line.
to it.
Heavy right now.
So in your mind, if anything, maybe Cheryl, you're going to be
Coming down a bit.
throwing a little bit up here.
Yeah, you hope she just added a couple feet rather than more than that. But it looks like she's guessed really good on the weight. It's always an advantage second time down a path.
Boy, look at it dive. Look at it go. My goodness, look at this go. And right to the top 4.
Very, very
Try,
nice
Jill.
shot.
It always comes into play for a skip that if you can give a shooter a second shot chance in a spot, then you do it. And I think that's part of even Jen's calculating when she's thinking about what shot to call. Jill would make it.
You believe that? Do you?
I
Really?
do. I do. I think a lot of times when all else being equal with whatever shot, go with a shot that the player just threw. They'll make it the second time.
No, I agree. At this level, you're an 85% curler. If you get one practice shot at it, your odds get even better.
Might be 100.
Now, they got to get this really, really thin. You almost have to miss that first red one.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
His fight. McCush called off.
Whoa.
Angle it back, touch, and away. Oh, I thought they'd both go, but she just glanced that stone T-line in the forefoot.
Thinner still was the best way. It was always going to drag onto that yellow one a little bit.
Yeah.
Still pretty good. Now there's a pocket, but
Is it ever?
I didn't think it could hit. Yeah, I didn't think it could hit too thin.
looks a whole lot better than before.
Need top four, guys. Bruce. Off, Dawn.
Wait's close.
Looks heavy. Off.
Top four.
No.
We can wait. T-line.
Yeah, it's heavy. No.
Still can wait.
Can't bounce.
No. Oh, there. There it goes.
No,
Still there.
no. You're bouncing. Okay, Shannon, pretty good. Good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, right to it, down to the corner. So second and third belong to Manitoba without last drop.
Very good.
Yeah, I think all you can do now is play with just a little bit of maybe a back eight weight and try and unlock that left-hand red out of the way and sit on top of second shot.
Yeah, so 45 was sleeping. Rip.
Yeah.
Open it up with
I wonder
hammer.
if we could get something going into there to just like
pick that one.
move everything.
It'd be pretty scary if you could get to the nose of that, wouldn't it, Russ? And just
I like it. Just release it.
Yeah.
Just, but that's hard to do, isn't it?
stay on top.
Yeah. With any
Like
weight.
picking this one.
So if we rip this, she comes and sits right here.
Yeah, they don't quite have all of it.
Okay.
And
What if you hammered it?
we
Would it go
blast,
through?
But it goes into here, right?
As thick as you could?
Unless
I
we
doubt
go
it.
here.
I think you're going to always kind of be high side, which is not good.
Yeah.
If we go here
Is there any way
and
we
just
can
kind
unlock
of
that?
bump that out a hair.
Like just get to nose and just move this like a touch. You like that or
Not terrible. Like peeling, it doesn't really do anything
no?
because we still have that rock is in our way.
I think that's not bad.
Yeah, I think if we come here and just kind of move it a hair.
Yeah.
Try and stay on
Okay.
nose and get that left-hand red a little bit out of the way.
Back four.
Or
T-line.
maybe just T, so we don't want to move this too far,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Bit.
Okay, so this T-line and try to move that one on the
Yukon
button back a bit.
winless, but sitting two, New Brunswick,
14-5.
with the last rock. And again, the situation, New Brunswick at 3-3. Sylvie Robichaud from Curl Moncton against Chelsea Duncan from Whitehorse. New Brunswick must win and then hope for a loss by either Northern Ontario or Nova Scotia. As we watch Selena Cates.
Okay, great sweep. Good throw. Yep.
So the draw for the point to lead it 2-1.
Beauty. Good.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little more speed, and then it's hard to be critical, but
Almost
it does
needed,
go
like,
though,
back
Cheryl.
four.
Shoot.
You hit that
I need to
hard.
move it a bit more.
Yeah.
Those reds are
She needs to be
gone.
able to
Just
go on
enough,
it a
hey?
little bit more for weight.
It's a little scary to throw more weight there.
Perfect
Oh,
angle.
yeah.
Just look how long they had to wait on this. They're still kind of waiting.
Beautiful shot. Two perfect curling shots.
Broom, line's okay.
Halfway.
Broom,
Halfway. A little higher.
higher's better. Needs to sit. Clean.
That's going to curl.
Shannon Burchard.
Only hard, clean. Needs to sit.
Got to be careful on the over curl here.
Sit. Needed to hit that early. Did you hear her say she was tight?
No, she's yelling room.
Sorry, I was just a little tight. Yeah.
But
No, I
Jen
meant
was
her.
yelling room.
Yeah, but Shannon said right away she was
Oh, I
tight.
didn't hear Shannon.
Heel.
You can change the break point if you can hit those stones early. Sometimes if the thrower right away lets you know, if you get on it right away and the weight's not too much, you can try and delay the curl. I think they got mixed up between Jen's call and Shannon's call.
I don't know about this one. It allows that next red to get out of there, but you've only got 2 more tries to get it out of there.
Okay, good, Sina.
Could have thrown soft weight again and just tapped the yellow under the red, move it back. You might even have sat 2.
Yeah, I like that.
What has she got? Those guards are staggered. Like, go here.
Even if
I just because Liz ran so straight.
well, she's really backed.
Oh, okay, how do you know that?
She really gave.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you, Russ. How are you getting in there to get your second point?
But
I think the speed's pretty good here.
yep.
Yeah, right now I don't see a shot unless
She's less ice than Shannon.
unless that red, yellow works.
Going in.
Like the thin across the top.
Does that work?
I feel
there?
like the speed on this
If you
side
could ever
is
get it there
the other side,
in this way.
It's thin.
I doubt it. Yeah, it's extremely thin. But the only other way they get in there is if Jennifer Jones helps you. Jennifer leaves this guard wide open, then it can be run in. So Jennifer's got to be very careful here.
Like a little on the inside if we can, or
I just want to get it past that one in the 8
okay.
foot.
You can see enough, if Jennifer missed this completely for some strange reason, you can see enough of that to throw like a back line and probably sit 3, I think. So you just got to take that away and not leave it wide open.
A little light.
Little light.
Go line,
Yeah,
hard
keep it out there right now.
Hard line.
Jennifer Jones.
Keep it out there.
First skip stone here in 4.
Hard.
And again, they've picked her up.
Whoa, try and take this.
McEwen officer.
You got to get it by. You got to get it
And
by.
they will not. They'll rub and roll off it. Don't get it by, certainly.
They had to get it by.
There's a miscommunication. Yeah, that's, you can listen to Jennifer. What Jennifer's saying is if it gets by into this type of area, it's so tough to play that shot that we saw before where you got to come down with soft weight and tap it. Now there's a rock, not an easy one, but now they can run it in at any weight they want and sit 2, 3, maybe even 4.
Weight was not bad.
No.
A little late, but not awful.
I think Shannon was
Just
thinking,
tight
let
in.
it wreck, roll over and guard,
It's coming.
but it's the guard that can hurt you.
It just goes.
It just
yeah.
goes, but it's
She's just
it'll
gonna
hang
come.
forever.
She's gonna come in again, right?
Yeah,
And then I
that's
guess
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's pretty tough.
Yeah, I'm scared. I don't want to just
Yeah.
leave it here.
I like this. And she's going to have to guard this. She can't guard everything.
Okay, you got it.
They must feel the red, yellows there. Be tempting to run that guard of Jones's in, wouldn't it, Cheryl?
I think I would now when you get the chance to it. I guess she sets this here, and she's got it from both sides, and Jen will have, that run will be there on the left, or this will be there on the right. She can't guard both.
That's true.
Set this kind of top 8, but you can use it to run your yellow and then the red.
14-3 on Jones.
Yeah. 14-5? Yep. Okay. You got it?
I think this is too much ice.
Looks like quite a bit. But
I think
if we
it'll
have to
go.
be-
I think the
feels
risk,
really
Russ, is
busted.
this has to be good, because
Right.
otherwise,
You got nothing. They'll just take away that other one.
this side's been a little tricky for weight.
Okay, line's good. Keep it out there. We're all there right now. Can you keep it out there? Yeah, you gotta go line.
So trying to keep it out. Fight. McCush.
We're all there. Wait. 7. Okay, well,
T-line weight.
No.
As we also drop in on the territories in Northern Ontario.
No.
Getting ready for the final stone, Northern Ontario. After they opened with last rock, Territories stole one in the second, stole one in the third. And they are currently the shot rock, so this is a chance to tie it here for Northern Ontario and Tracy Fleury out of Sudbury.
Full 8 or a piece of the 4.
I think she smokes that with third.
Amanda Gates, Jennifer Wiley, Crystal Webster out as well. 2 it is to even it.
And to your point, Cheryl, Carey came in for the setup shot, came a foot too far, and now it's not there. So there's only really one opportunity. It's that angle raise again. Looks like Jennifer's trying to go around everything.
Sweep for the T line. Okay.
Wow.
That's
so heavier out here, okay?
Are they trying to sit second shot, maybe?
I think so.
Oh.
That was top 12?
That was just tight.
Okay.
Shannon Burchard has her brush down. Right, you can see they're right on the edge of the 12.
You can hit this early too, Don.
And you hear it. You can hit it early because you know it's going to go. You can't pick it up after it goes.
The hairline.
And so they'll take it all the way. Officer McEwen again.
Needs to finish. You got to be 4 foot though.
Nope. No,
Not light.
Yeah, maybe
Not
that
light.
pounding too didn't help now.
Exactly.
Goodness. That's a tough spot to be in. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You believe and you know it should go, then that pounding just straightens it out.
Yeah, they all thought it would die. They all thought it would curl, so they were proactive, and that's what happens sometimes.
Oh, this could be a massive shot.
Depending on if you make it, depending on where that red one rolls, it could kind of kick in there. It could kind of kick over here, but if you make it really good, it's for 4.
Run. Yeah, I think that'll be quite straight. You got it.
Almost dead on, isn't it?
You know, it sometimes the numbers, you can throw them away. But right now, Shannon Burchard's at 75. Jennifer Jones at 39%.
Yeah, and uncharacteristic struggling with draws. That's not what you normally see.
By comparison, Selena Cates just 72, but Einarson is 96.
Yeah, great game. And a chance here.
Right now, sitting the 1, final stone. Chance to crack a bundle if he can run this back. Get rid of the double angle raise. McCush. Cates calling line. Angle it back. What do you got? Tap, 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 tap. And away they go.
Pistol.
Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What a shot.
And then that yellow they kicked sideways just hangs on for point number 4. She has never beaten her. Will tonight be the first time for Carey Einarson. On this final night of round-robin play in Pool A, Nova Scotia, see them sitting the 1. Marianne Arsenault from the Dartmouth Curling Club, trying to get the Blue Nosers into the grade 8, the final 8. With Carly Korchinski, the Fesser, or pardon me, no, the Jennifer Kraus, Jen Baxter, Christina Black, and she is going to come up light, and so that's a 1, but they're up 4-1, win, and they are in. One of the nicer shots we have seen. Carey Einarson, a run back double to get the second shot stone.
Well, you know, in some ways they deserved it. They had her in 1, they had her in 2, and they played a good 3rd, but they were all over Jones here. What a brilliant angle. All the rocks in front of the tee line, they were rewarded with that great angle raise.
To pick up the 4. And now lead it 5-1 over Manitoba and Jones. Here at the South Okanagan Event Center in Penticton. So we go to 5, and Manitoba will have the last rock, playing the Redstones.
you have to be happy when you go sit down with your team after this end is over and say, hey, have we met our goals for the first half of the game? Because as we said, Jones is scoring a little bit over 10 points a game. And you know, when you start this game, if you're Einarson, you're trying to figure out how do we stop that.
All the way, keep it
Well,
going.
we talked about the first end. She forced, or she stole, and then she forced in the second, and then blanked and took away an opportunity from Jen. And then the big thing is she converts to a 4 with the hammer. So doing the job they need to do.
Jill Officer.
Sliding. We're real close.
A little bit, I think. You gotta go. I think you gotta go. Line straight. Just even. Keep going, Dawn. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Well, you had to think Carrie was going to be close on that run. That's what she, I mean, for a long time, that's what she's known for, is she's a deadly hitter. But we've talked about in the last couple of years, she's worked a lot on her touch and her draw, and we saw that in a few games. She saved them with draws to the 4-foot or saved an end against 3.
Curled a lot with Wayne Madaw, and really smart skip. Really smart front end player when he played with me, but he loved those run backs, just absolutely craved them. But you can't do them unless there's rocks in the right spot. So he would play very aggressively with his team when he skipped, so that he'd have that shot. And then Carrie's learned that instead of being defensive all the way along, because that's their DNA. Get some rocks in play, and then you can run them in.
I thought at one point she may have waited too long, but you know, Jen, I think deciding not to guard that run back, that might have been the risk.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Jennifer did what she did with her last one. Valiant attempt, but it was so hard to guess where to put the broom, when's it going to slow down.
Yeah, if you knew the spot, that's a different thing.
Einarson pushing the guard over.
Keep a broom.
They covered the 12, and so now they'll try to go behind Manitoba.
Coming out the other side. Go, go, go. Keep her going. Keep it going. Okay,
Hard guys.
Just there. Whoa. Good. Shannon.
Good rock, slow down.
The edge. And
Huh? 14.
time for a chat.
In that spot.
Jones and Berchard.
Although there went out a lot wider if we weren't ever curling that far.
Well, the hard part for Jones and Berchard are the skill set of the team that's up for.
Okay, watch the shooter, Liz.
They're pretty good at this type of stuff.
This way? No.
No?
We I don't think roll so. To a center.
Well, the only thing is, we don't want to miss it high, though.
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
ever.
sure. Yeah.
It's always a scary thing, though. I think if you're Einarson, you know you're playing against a team like Jones that knows how to get some big ends set up and score.
That now familiar look down and then look up. Selena Cates.
Yes. Whoa. No. Yes. Yes. Whoa.
Bang. And touched it in. A little more.
Shoot.
And then the shooter rolls over and stays there covering the 8.
The same thing in the first in there.
If you overroll there, it's not bad. You'll be higher.
I think so.
Here.
10. Go, Shem.
Sorry, a 10?
Yeah.
Stay close. This spot is me going a bit.
Okay.
Good. Yep. Whoa. It's a hair solid. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Hard.
Bang, bang. Stuffed it. Leaves it there, though. Red still has a chance to. Played through. Remembering now Manitoba does have last rock here in 5. This is interesting. We mentioned that the Jones, the 17 straight wins lifetime against Einarson. Einarson with only averaging 3.8 points a game over the course of those 17 losses, and she gets 4 in 1 and 5 overall. So she's bettering that in this game. And we'll roll it into the hole. Let me ask you, Cheryl, if you, I guess maybe it's a more psychological thing. Execution always important. you find, or did you find, it's more difficult to execute when you lead or execute trying to come from down a few points?
Yeah, I think, you know, mostly coming from behind, I think, is the tougher, because rock placement is so much more critical. When you're up, it's half shots you can get away with. You know, you're opening up, you're picking a stone. Rock placement isn't so precise. The only thing that gets a little scary when you get up this early in a game, which you'll always take, though, is that you're not throwing as many draws, and the opposition is. Jones' team will be throwing draws for the next 4 ends, and you can get caught now and then all of a sudden having to throw a draw to the forefoot because of their rock placement, and you don't have it. So it's a bit of a balancing act.
Burchard rubs and rolls now to the top edge of the 12.
Tough one. They just had a misjudge on that. The speed was great.
I'm not right down there, but Shannon being a tuck delivery, any tuck delivery curler I played against, they're good, but the out turn kind of sets and floats a bit. The in turn hooks a bit. And I'm just wondering, she's at 3 today to over curl by a smidgen.
My gut was to make a good top 4.
It might just be from not enough reps together. They had that made and they just lost it brushing. I think you got to hit the
if you like the guard, we can play the guard. That's fine.
red and get rid of one of them.
The guard.
Ooh.
She comes around, we freeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, right?
Yeah, I don't mind right on the center line.
Just splitting center.
Yeah.
Russ, when is it too early to play the scoreboard?
I don't think it's ever too early. I think that's the first thing you learn. It's the scoreboard dictates your strategy. So in this case, you're 4 up. You don't want to be leaving too many red ones in there. Now, once in a while, this late in the end, the situation might present itself.
Is this one of those situations where there's so much junk at the top of the house you'll go around?
I think so, Cheryl. It is late. If it was a little early, I'd be going, you got to be kidding. You got to remove something. But they're hard to get rid of those red ones.
Yeah. No, I think
it's late enough.
I think exactly to your point, it's late enough.
Come around.
If this was second stone rock, you'd be running out there throwing something really hard.
Like a lot.
Yeah, it's really tight. Whoa. Like, maybe to it. It is to it.
Yeah, we're on 4.
What do you want to do?
Guard's heavy, so they don't want to line them up here. So just
tapping it a bit.
bounce it a bit.
Yeah, and just into the side of it, eh? Probably sit, it'll be lined up.
Yeah. Like just an
As long as you
have
move
to
it.
throw it harder.
In a 2-2 tie, Northern Ontario and the Territories.
Make sure we stick it. We just have to
Northern
hit it
Ontario
right.
just got a couple to tie in the 4th, and they are sitting 3.
Just
And
easy,
there
normal.
is that little guy back there,
take a
right
little
there. Purex, that's the 3rd one.
It's going to be tougher to make that double and stick your shooter.
You want me to throw down a little?
Normal.
Still here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make it.
Meanwhile, Jennifer Jones getting ready to play her first right into the crotch.
A really bad spot for Team Einarson there. They gives Jennifer the angle raise and roll in. They'll have 3 red in play if she makes it.
Close? Yep.
No,
Whoa.
no.
Come on, girl.
Carrie Galusha, the team from Yellowknife. 1, and as you said, very hard to hold the shooter, really almost a concession of a single at the back. 3-2, Northern Ontario.
Pretty much.
Curl up a hair. Come on.
Bang.
Sit.
And no,
Okay.
it'll go. So it still is
Let's come around.
Yeah.
Anderson's hitting the 1.
So just like a few feet more.
Okay, so I'm thinking right
Yeah,
there.
now you're happy about that little
Well,
stagger there. Those
I mean,
2
we really
locked
didn't
stones,
sneak
you
that.
come around that, and
Yeah. So just a, yeah,
there'll be no run backs.
like 2 feet more, I would say.
Yeah. It was good weight. It was good eight. Like,
Shoot.
yeah, no, I think we just needed to tighten it up a hair.
When you run the red onto the red, though,
Got it.
the top red will be closer than that outside yellow, I think. And you can drag that yellow a little bit towards the center line. You might want this back four-ish.
And over curl a bit.
Yeah, right. Don't you think?
I agree.
You put it top button, I think you can make the yellow double.
But if she goes deep, don't you follow it down?
You do.
Yeah, but that's only for 1, Vic,
Okay.
which would be mission accomplished.
Yeah, it'd be a good force.
Line only.
Okay,
Close.
Anything but 2.
Line only.
Final stone, Carrie Einarson. Nothing yet. Fight.
We're all there. 8.
Well, there you go. You're calling back 4.
Kristen, can you go in all?
Now McCush. And there it is. Boy, they had it well judged as it digs in. You think they could have taken it a little further back?
I wouldn't have heard it because we'll line this up now. There is some drag involved here.
Really came down in the house.
Yeah. Well, so did Kristen.
Yeah, it really came down. Again, you pointed out the other night. This is right in that slide path. So maybe flattening out just along the route of the center line.
Well, yeah, and they did think it was back. Sorry, Russ, they did think it was back further, I think, but it just dug.
That's where the edge of that yellow is going, so it's missing at this point in time, but it will drag in this direction because the rocks are so close together. The inertia of the rock being thrown in this direction will drag it left. I think it's very possible. It might still miss it, Cheryl, but it's going to be close. And then the top rock might be closer than that right-hand one, and you get your 2. Vince?
Final stone.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. No,
And back off, she says, and a little concern on her face. Jen Jones is going to come up. No, it will not. And 1 and 2 more. Einarson.
The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
If you're seeing this, you're going, what? Yeah, a little shocked. Manitoba may be a little shell-shocked. Down 7-1 to Carrie Einarson's. He's with Brian.
Carrie, a chance to win top spot in your group tonight. What a 4 back in the 4th. Take us through how you generated that kind of offense in that end.
Yeah, we really controlled the front in that end. We got some rocks in some really good spots. We were in trouble, and then Selena made a pistol of a shot. So, yeah, and then I finished it off.
Historically, Jen has had your number. Did you maybe have a feeling maybe tonight was finally your night?
Well, I was kind of hoping so, yeah. It's been 17 times or something like that. So I was bound to try and get her sometime. So we're having a really good game. We got to keep the pressure on. I know they're a great team, and they're going to come back hard. So
you guys have really come out with a swagger in this game. Where is your confidence level with you and your team right now?
I think we have really good confidence. We started off really good this week, and we've just kind of carried that through. So we've been doing really well.
Best of luck going forward.
Thank you so much.
So let's check the numbers after 5. I mean, it's remarkable, the scoreboard. The stolen points are 3. What do you see?
Well, I just look inside at Jennifer Jones herself. She's 35% on draws, 35% on hits, so for overall 35%. And you've got Carrie Einarson pushing her with 93%.
And not much support from Shannon Burchard at 68%. Numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella. Trying to figure out what to do. Battle for first place in Pool A.
The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
On a very important night, the final night of round robin in Pool A. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 2. Sitting 2. That is Nova Scotia. That's what's facing Carrie Einarson and her team from the Nutana, Saskatoon, along with Carly Korchinski and the 2 Fesser twins. Sherry hooking herself up with these former Saskatchewan junior champions. And it just hasn't gone very well for her, coming in at 2 and 4. And just enough. So they go to the break. Yes, what it is.
Very nice.
One more look. Yep. Mom, trust me. You don't trust me? I said it's 1. 4-2 as they go to the break. You're not listening. So we know what's happening in Pool B. We've told you those 3 teams highlighted are in Newfoundland, Labrador, Ontario. Tiebreaker tomorrow. 2 teams are in. We're watching them now. Northern Ontario, Nova Scotia win. They're in. New Brunswick has to win and hope for either a loss by Northern Ontario or Nova Scotia. Force a potential tiebreaker. As everything comes into focus on this Wednesday night here in Penticton. And our coverage of the Scotties. So here we go in the 6th team wildcard. Carrie Einarson really riding that win she had on Friday night, last Friday, over Chelsea Carey, and playing very well. Dropped a game, certainly. But now here she is up 7-1. The steal of 2 in 5 means that Manitoba will have Last Rock playing the Redstones here in 6.
Well, there's just a lot more, it seems, belief in this team, and I think that just comes after you win some of those big games, and the more you win, the more comfortable you get, and you start to believe.
Oh, they're that good. There's no question. But we talked about in the opening, they had an extremely good chance to win this game, and Jennifer just threw a bad rock there, to be honest. It was. I think it's, to me, it's kind of like when you're on that par 5 downwind and you think you can get in the green in 2 and you swing harder than you should. And she just overthrew that, kind of slid a little bit. Timing was off a hair, had to punch it back out with her release. And I know why she threw it hard, because the harder you throw it, the more drag you're going to get in that situation. But 4 or 5 inches wide when it got to the far end. I don't know whether the score should be 7-1, but Team Wildcard's been the better team so far tonight.
Well, in this case, Cheryl, the statistical numbers are truthful. They're honest.
Yeah, they are. No, and you know, and I think it's that they really have understood not to run scared. They've put pressure. They've taken some risks, some calculated risks, and I think you have to against this kind of a team, this Jennifer Jones team. You have to take some risks. You don't have to go out every end all out, but when you see an opportunity, put some pressure on and get some mistakes out of the opposition, and that's what's happening. The impressive part is Liz and Kristen are doing their job against the ever steady Dawn and Jill, and that really opens the door then for Carrie and Selena to kind of handle stuff on their end.
And they have.
Oh, very well.
Mine. Sorry.
I think that's what happens a lot against the Team Jones is people just can't run with Dawn and Jill. Dawn's setup shots are incredibly precise, and that's where the door opens, and then it seems to just snowball from there.
And we're seeing here, it would appear to me, Russ, that Einarson is looking at the scoreboard now.
Yep.
You can play it all you want in the rings. We're not going to allow you a guard.
Yes.
Nothing to get behind, right?
Yeah, well said. Ooh, this one's flying. This could be through.
Jill Officer. Again, this is that. We saw them in 2. This same path. They had to really fight to draw it in for their single point. We saw them in 4 have problems. That resulted in that 4 for Team Wildcard. And here again, she goes deep. There is something about that path.
Unless you want to try and hold it.
Nah.
Okay.
So all the teams have their logos, their flags on it, on their brooms. But since you're Team Wildcard, you're looking for something else to put on your brush.
Your first one was a 14-2,
yeah.
looking for like 13.
He heard Carrie Einarson
yeah.
say, but we still have the Manitoba flag on our back. We're still Manitoba.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you win this event, there's be a Canadian banner in their home club in Manitoba.
Interesting though, they don't ride in cars going back. They have their hogs outside. They're all getting chauffeured back. Some big choppers there and hop on.
Deeper than mine.
Kind of funny with the back, with their brushes off the back.
Yeah, but now it's the second rock. No. It's all there.
No.
Girl and die.
Tough one, Shannon. Great try.
2 feet less.
New Brunswick, 3-3, and in a must win, and then they need some help. And they are sitting the 2, Chelsea Duncan from Whitehorse.
Sylvie Robichaud made a normal weight hit, 4 feet roll, dead buried. Yukon threw it through. Robichaud went around again, top button, and forced a really tough little come around tap here.
And won't touch anything.
8, 7,
So steal 2 for New Brunswick.
Weight's all there. Whoa.
The debut, first ever appearance for a Yukon team, and one from Nunavut in this new look Scotties. Trying to take it down as deep as they can go. Selena Cates.
There you go.
All right, nearly got there, but they're sitting 1, 2. And it looks like just the 2.
So good though,
Yeah.
because how do you get that back yellow one out at some point in time? They have to if they want those reds to go on the scoreboard. I don't think it goes at all, and you lose your reds. Just a end saver, really.
Whoa, clean. Roll it. Good.
We'll get them both and leave the shooter there, top edge of the 8th center line.
Good, Shannon. So I almost kicked your hand.
Yeah, there's something else about getting used to somebody. You know how everybody delivers. Caitlin Laws one way, the brushers will jump in. She says, I got a little close to you. I'm sorry about that.
I can't believe it's like
all about timing.
It is, and you get so used to a thrower. And I'm sure it's Caitlin, and now they've got Shannon.
Hey guys, feel?
You can get that yellow one actually probably on either side, and then they either roll out this way or could roll out that way. Could actually make all 3 reds disappear here. You can jam it also, but if you do jam dead on that yellow, the back reds are gone, which isn't bad with a 6-point lead. Dead on's really close.
Skip Stones, Carrie Einarson. Late licks. And they'll hang around the back edge of the 12.
I knew it was going to back up there. I was like, no.
But a pretty good leave for herself. There's no double.
That one fell back more than the other one.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Works. Good. Line's good.
I just think.
Where?
Well, I think you freeze.
Okay,
He's
line's
probably
really
just
good.
going
You
to
got
nose
room.
it, and then
Looks up.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think she's going to blast it.
Maybe I'll have a double, yeah.
You can't freeze, I don't think,
Like, I think
Cheryl. If
10
you
to
freeze,
roll
I
it
think
steeper.
Carrie stays away from it
There.
and either
10.
hits and rolls or just draws up to those 2 on the right and seed a deuce. You're not going to blast out of there and give her a chance for 4.
This kind of does 2 things. You roll on top.
Exactly.
No.
You can almost freeze
Or
here
no,
with this. Hit
10.
and roll in.
Yeah, I'll try to
You throw
roll
it
it.
light enough.
Okay.
Yeah, like a board
So
weight.
this isn't awful because then she's got to roll.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's close. I think we want to roll it just to 10.
Okay, like this.
I love the roll. You roll somewhere in the 4-foot. Team Wildcard's got to roll somewhere without giving up a double. Then you score 3.
Officer McEwen all the way down.
Roll it!
And they'll roll it away to the edge.
I think we really needed to roll it. Okay, Jen.
It's not feeling it, is she?
No.
Oh, right out of her hand, too.
Just tight, eh?
A little, but like.
Still curled 10 and a half?
Yeah, it's not really throwing anything on there.
No. Control.
Oh, it's a 3-2 Northern Ontario lead.
Yeah, like I don't want to underthrow it because we've done that before where we've gone out here and then it's like went sideways on us.
Oh, she's got that
Right?
available.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
so
have
she'll
to-
play the yellow for the 3.
I'll throw up control.
Wow.
Can't see a lot of it, though.
Control. I don't need more ice. I'm just throwing a little more weight. No, that's good. If I throw my usual out turn, this will
First
be fine.
plan here would be to make sure you get it.
Take it.
Second goal would be to try to stick around.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, 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 10.
Yeah. Yes, Megan. Yeah.
One and trying to roll over on top, sitting 2. Now, Galusha calling right off.
Good.
And will sit there and put 3 on the board as the Territories trying to play spoiler against Tracy Fleury in Northern Ontario.
Scary. Actually made one of those.
A little scary over here. Carrie Einarson rolls any further and she's left a double. You rolled deeper in the house there, which she almost did.
I'd really love to try. I know. Do you think across the top?
I think it is there.
She's kind of, she said,
You
I'd
don't
really
think
like to
across
try.
the top out turn, hit 3/4?
3/4.
I think it's there all day.
You don't have to
Yeah.
remove it completely.
Right.
Into the back end of it?
Do we only get? You can try it. It's real flat, but I mean it's worth a go if we're. You can also come off this thin. You might spin up, but
What? I can't hear. I mean, we're down 6 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the calculated risk.
I just wasn't sure if it's worth giving it a go. Like if I throw the out turn across the face, I only have to move it a rock.
It looks better from on the overhead. Yeah, it's really flat. I don't think it goes. It'd have to hit 7/8 almost.
yeah, it's real tough.
I don't. 3/4 goes here, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nose?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
The overhead's not they're dead even.
Okay.
So the overhead's totally missed.
That's television.
It's making you think, yeah, who's
We
Well,
lied.
I'm like,
It makes us distorted too.
You'd have to hit 7/8, and I don't think
I included myself in that.
Hey, Russ, you and I should be offended.
Russ missed it.
You said something, Cheryl?
Yeah.
I think the double was there.
With the right turn, you mean?
Yeah, like this turn here. Like if she overcurls this, watch where this rolls.
you got it. Got it.
They got it. Yes.
Yep.
They do have it. A little more weight. Right angle may have touched it.
Good.
Is that going to roll into it?
Final night of round robin play, and yep, we're making the move. 7-2. Carrie Einarson leading Manitoba. As they go to the 7th, we're going to go right next door. This is what they call Sheet B here at South Okanagan Event Center. And this game between the Territories, Carrie Galusha, Yellowknife, Tracy Fleury, Northern Ontario, from Sudbury. We saw Galusha just get her 3 in 6. So we go to the 7th with Northern Ontario in this must-win. Must-win. If they win, they're in. If they should lose, well, then there's the possibility if New Brunswick could win of a potential tiebreaker. So it is Northern Ontario that does have the last rock, and they are playing the Yellowstones here in 7th. Throwing the second stones is Jennifer Wiley.
And we saw that hit for 3 that Carrie Galusha made in the 6th end jump out.
Galusha and the Territories coming in at 1-5, which is disappointing for them considering that Galusha is coming off her best ever finish. A year ago in St. Catharines was 5-6. In fact,
yeah, me too. It just looked a little light to me.
Really was 8-7 when you consider the fact that she won the qualifying event, pre-qualifying, with a record of 3-1, and then went 5-6. All right, New Brunswick and Yukon, and it is New Brunswick sitting 2 top of the 12, back edge of the 8. We saw earlier the heavy draw, the steal of 2 by Yukon and Chelsea Duncan, and now she needs full 8 foot.
A little angle raise, but a 6-foot angle raise from Sylvie Robichaud to set this up. The Duncan had one buried, but a good week for New Brunswick here. This could put them at 4-3, and looking over at Northern Ontario's result.
And also Nova Scotia, who are on the ice, also coming in and with a chance to lock up a spot with a win.
No, T. Looks good. Yeah. Make sure.
Back 4.
A little deeper.
It's Amanda.
Looks good. Good sweep. You're good.
And you're good. Very nice. For Chelsea Duncan. It's interesting.
She just got a little farther up. Come on,
Duncan
baby, come
used
on.
to play with Sarah Colton.
And forward a bit, but I think I moved it.
Colton and Duncan were perennial in the juniors, going to 7 of them together. Colton has gone now and is throwing the 3rd stones for the Territories.
Trying to run back here, A, to eliminate the guard and maybe get one of those on the way by.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Yep. Whoa! No!
And just runs it by, nearly picks it off the edge of the 8.
Almost both.
There she is, Sarah Colton.
Yeah, Carrie was saying they only really knew her to play against her, and they played 8 competitive games together before they came into this. And I guess John Epping had them working, doing some personality testing, a few things to try to get them to know each other a little bit better and how they'd be out in the ice.
Yeah, we would normally see John Epping here as their coach, but John is involved in the Ontario men's tankard, which is underway.
It's over curling.
Whoa.
No.
Tankard play across the country in many of the provinces that haven't obviously been declared.
It's not an option, not an option.
Oh, that's a mistake too. Doubles right there all day.
Good weight. Good weight.
Okay.
You threw that last one great.
So Carrie is called on, hey Dad, would you coach us? Okay, so Fred's here. Fred Cooey.
Well, and they're all getting ready to take off soon and go support Kevin Cooey and his team in Korea.
We're okay. We're okay. Nice shot.
Nicely done. 2 nice shots by Sarah.
Way to go. Yeah. Hey, you got it.
That's the beauty of this sport, isn't it? Tracy Fleury just a few hours ago was down 4-1 to Jennifer Jones and beat her. Here they were up against a weaker seed, and now they're down a couple.
You got it there. Go. Hard. Hard. 8 foot. Hard for 8 foot. You need 8 foot. Go. You got it. Keep going, Amanda. Hard. Hard.
Nice sweep. Good sweep, Amanda. Good shot.
Well, they wrap it around to get it to the top edge of the 8.
Well, I was loud on that one.
Really straight A.
Good on her.
Your first
This is
one
massive to get it to second shot.
Do you think we need less for me?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing, guys.
I like it.
We know the spot.
Yeah.
They're second.
Yeah.
So we.
Okay, Carrie. Straight back. Yeah.
Yeah, right on the just off nose.
Okay. We've seen it, so.
Yeah.
Normal.
Try not to miss this. If you never think miss, but you try not to miss this on the high side and then take out your own shot rock, which makes it easier for Northern Ontario.
Whoa! 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 Close. No. No, don't touch it. Okay, roll it, Meg. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it.
Roll it, Megan.
They run it by, jam it on their own, and spill it. And look at that. Spills it too far. And suddenly that yellow stone is shot rock.
That was the worry.
Shoot. Just tighten the ice up for me a little bit there, I guess, eh?
I guess even more, yeah.
I just throw mine so much posier than you and Meg.
I just think we've thrown this way more, but this looks better to me.
New team still working on the releases.
Yeah.
It's hard.
That's always, well, yeah, it's hard. And then you add in the arena ice. And
Is that enough to keep it on
if
this
they've
side
been
of
working
center?
on the releases, it's been in a club situation and setting.
Yeah, that's a very valid point with these Blue Hone insert rocks. They just track if you pop them out a bit.
I think it might just be a hair slower.
Those releases might be closer in a curling club setting.
Yeah.
95 to get back there.
Okay.
95, yeah.
We're going right back to that red where
at least like a hit and roll.
Because if we can roll even behind, she can't run it for two. It's only for one.
Tracy Fleury, the last game against Jones, she was 93%. Was on fire in that game.
Do you want backing, Amanda?
To it! Might be a little bounce.
We're okay, we're okay.
To it!
Line's good.
Yes, line.
Lock it on.
Line's good.
Line's
Yes,
great. Hard line.
Yep.
Fleury and the team from the Idlewild Golf and Country Club in
Yeah, it's
Sudbury.
gonna be a little bump.
And they want to lock it on.
Go, 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 go.
It's nice.
Okay, good, Trace. Nice way, girl.
Tracy is so dead on. I don't always look at the percentages. It's, you know, she might miss by an inch or two and get a 3 out of 4, but she's so close on those draws every time she throws one.
She's probably one of the best draw players.
Okay, Carrie. Right on the nose. Normal? Normal. Okay, let's go.
Give a hand.
Should curl at the end.
Yeah,
Give
okay.
the hand signal, Meg.
Just going to play the hit on it, is she?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Easy.
Clean.
Yep. Hard. Easy.
Megan Kohler.
Really nice to stay. You know, you could have just ripped it out of there, but now, you know, you never know. Get a hair high side here, you roll a foot too far. Make the other skip earn it.
Hey, Trace.
A 10.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Okay, so tie game. I
Talk
think we
me
have
home.
hammer.
And make sure we score.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Even end. Looking at the scoreboard. Already thinking they're going to give up the deuce here to tie it.
10-5.
10.5. Yep. 10. Yeah.
Nice weight choice. Trying
Right
to make
away.
sure.
Picked up. Gates. Wiley.
Clean.
Crystal Webster.
Nice, Trace.
Good.
And there it is for the 2 to tie.
2 red. Or yellow.
It's the biggest event of the year, Super Bowl 52 on CTV. Plus, the Super Bowl Watch to Win contest, where you can enter to win up to $300,000 in cash and prizes. Eagles Patriots Sunday 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on CTV. The SS Sycamus sails the waters of the South Okanagan. Those summer nights, those warm breezes. I remember. Oh, sorry.
Where did you go?
She wore gray, I wore blue. Me myself as bogey up there. I'm the king of the world. The front of the line. Final night of round robin play. In a 5-5 tie, Northern Ontario knowing if they can win this, they are in. And here in the 8th, it'll be the Territories that does have Last Rock playing the Redstones.
Weight's pretty good. Pretty close, guys. Top 4.
Yep.
Yes, line.
Line? Yes, line.
Line's good.
Yes, line.
We're there.
Where?
Line's good.
Yes, line. You have to go
I don't
for
think we're there.
line.
Just for weight.
Hard.
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 Hard. Yep, 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 yep.
Okay, that's good. It's big 10.
I almost want to say we can bump it, but do you want to go here?
I like that.
Well, you heard Carrie say it best. You want to make sure you score here. Why don't you maybe set up a freeze? You may start to look at being able to open it up.
Line's pretty good.
Toppy.
We can bump it. Right here.
Toppy.
Gotta move a little.
Or no, it's not.
8th Scotties appearance for Shona Barber.
Yep. Yes, then.
Don't go too far with the brushing here.
Okay.
Run away, guys.
Very good communication there. They said heavy. What's heavy mean? And they brushed it to get by.
Even if you tap ours ahead.
Through in a long time.
Yeah. He's not catching that curl
Yeah.
I just ran.
Curls here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 95?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Lots of line. We can go a bit.
Top 8. Felt like lots.
Running.
Really running.
Lots of line.
Top 8.
Line will be close. Needs to move a bit. Bite the 8.
I think we're there.
Yeah, it's crystals.
Oh, it's crystals.
We go around.
It's a bit deeper. It's tapping a little
Top
bit.
4. Amanda.
Well, back to the game that we started with, the wild card team.
I didn't know it was that much. Okay.
Gary Einarson against Jennifer Jones in Manitoba. After Selena Cates, I mean, the team is playing well, Einarson. Selena Cates made a wonderful shot. Now, trying to take advantage. That redstone you see was the last rock by Jennifer Jones. Get rid of it. They even lose the shooter, and that will still be 2 more as they lead it now 9-2 going to 8. And seemingly on their way to their first ever win. Einarson against
I think it's good.
Jennifer Jones.
If anything.
Whoa, close. Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Sorry.
Lost that a little bit. Yeah. Sorry, Meg. Good.
That works.
Well, we come to this game late, but here's Jennifer Wiley on with an 86% game to the 61% of Megan Calder throwing the second stones. It's been a struggle really the entire week for the team from Yellowknife, coming in with that record of 1-5. Player numbers brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world.
Got the double possibility here.
Okay. I think it's running straighter.
We don't need to roll too far, I don't think.
Yeah.
Even this is okay, I think, hey?
Heard the team's whispering. I think it's running a little straighter. That one was humming. That was coming pretty hard, but that is the tendency in most arena ices, most curling clubs for that matter. As the pebble wears off, you get a little less friction, then you get a little bit quicker. Runs a little straighter.
A little bit more.
Yep.
It's been so consistent all week, really.
They have done a great job on the ice. The weight's been consistent. The amount of curl.
Hard. Don't roll it. Oh. Good. Good sweep.
Right under.
Yeah. 10. Yeah, straight up.
Well, Saskatchewan trying to play spoiler against
10-5. Yeah.
Nova Scotia. Sherry Anderson facing 3. Marianne Arsenault, Nova Scotia, out of the Dartmouth Curling Club.
Lots of room.
She's got to hit the button to get her one.
You need to. Room right now. You can go if you
So Carly Korchinski and Krista Fesser.
Just T-line.
Krista's twin sister, Courtney.
T-line. Right to the button. To the
Calling
button.
line right to the button, ladies.
Okay. Just nice control.
Oh, boy. Kind of think shot, you say, where was that earlier in the week?
It's basically the shot Sherry made to win the provincials. Pressure shot to get the team here.
Sarah Colton throwing third stones for the Territories.
Okay, Sarah.
Just seemed to get it going out of her hand. No chance of holding it.
So that guard's halfway. A lot of space. All right, straight up.
Guard's long enough and you throw the right weight, you get it by that guard.
Curling this much? I think with hack, yes.
Yeah, I think so. Let's give it a go.
Tough to hit enough of this with enough speed to get it out of the rings because they don't have hammer here. So.
As for hack weight, you must believe it's really going to go.
Crystal Webster, Wiley, Gates. Gonna go, yes, by the guard. Gonna catch it. And shooter will hang onto the edge.
Brilliant.
I know, I couldn't hear Jen. I didn't hear Jen. I just heard go. So it's all good.
Nice shot. I just really didn't want to rub.
I know, but I didn't. We almost didn't get it out.
Yeah, they were on this pretty early out of Crystal's hand, and then they were calling off. They got by quite a bit of room.
And a lot more weight than I think they expected. It might have been tight early, and they were screaming. All of a sudden, it gets by easy.
And nobody screaming more than Crystal Webster. Why are you not listening to me?
It looks like a ton, man.
Tried to be convincing.
Wait.
No, guys.
Got a curl.
Megan's rock, if anything. You can go if you need to, but it's got to move a bit. Yeah.
Line's not bad at all, really. It's just going to be a little deeper than they want it.
Megan,
Right on the. No. Sit there. Okay.
sorry.
Now what do? You could freeze one in there, shrink the score, and try to steal, or do you simply
Like
tap it out again for two?
So I wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't extend it at all.
Keep looking.
Sure be nice to steal on the 8th.
Yeah, this is the time to do it, isn't it? That's
more?
pretty well on the button,
so.
isn't it, that one?
Yeah, just a
There? Yeah.
pretty much.
You can't even see the rock when you look up because it's right where the...
You don't even know there's a stone there.
Okay, freeze.
As you
but
might
if the
expect.
line's good, we'll sweep to tap it back 2 inches. to
Northern
get it on.
Ontario, it's all about the moose.
I'm getting 14.5.
I haven't heard the moose call here. Usually there's somebody with a string and a bucket. Yeah, being able to draw on the string and the can.
Maybe they don't come this far west.
Never know.
Got it.
Back 4. Room. Back 4. T. Line's good. Yeah. T.
Just coming down a little?
Yeah. Wait, only room.
We gotta go for weight.
Lock it on. Line's good for freeze. Full forward.
Good shot. Good. Nice straight, Trace. Sorry, that was a
She's so close every time.
A
little better line. They probably got to brush that even farther and manage shot rock, but they'll be pretty happy with that.
Especially on that there. And be sitting too buried. Yep. Do you want to try that? That way looks better than coming up.
New Brunswick against Yukon. And sitting there, top edge of the 8. That's the shot rock, New Brunswick. So a chance for a couple here. Sylvie Robichaud from Curl Moncton. Again in a must win. And they need some help.
Just for weight, though. Key line. Hard, girls. Hard.
Never off. Hard, guys.
Hard.
Hard,
Hard. Hard.
Oh boy, don't want to give this chance up here. And what a great brush that was. Nicole Bishop, Kendra Lister, Melissa Adams calling line.
I haven't seen the
Little
out-turn a ton.
discussion here. Yeah, the out-turn is better. You don't have to come across the face of your own stone, and you've got a little bit more of the forefoot when you tap it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like they're certain about where to put the broom. They haven't seen it as much.
So back four-ish.
Yeah, it's definitely straightened out a bit out here.
Yeah, it has straightened out.
Yeah.
Visibly, it's this looks harder, but it's actually the only way you get it past that red one. You have to play on
Stay close.
swingy ice like this to have an idea on even how to do this. Maybe back 4, back 8. You don't have to punch it very far. Get it behind the tee line.
Just lean. Whoa.
T-line. T-line.
Yep, hard line.
Hard line.
Perry Galusha. Her first. Here comes that center guard, though. Here it comes. Oh, good brush to get it by. Now, how far can they drag it in there? And they'll get it to the top 8. And actually peeks out.
That might have ticked the guard.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I think your line was
Timeout being called by Northern Ontario.
Oh, I think the line would have been perfect. Just needed
Holy
a few more
cow.
feet of weight.
crazy.
Try to tap this behind this. I think that's the call.
Tap it 2 feet.
I think just try to tuck this behind.
Well, this is an opportunity here for Manitoba and Jones to pick up a couple here.
Line's nice.
They're down by 7 as they play in 8.
Starting to curl a bit. Just keep it broom down. Line's good. It's all you. All you.
All you. Jill Officer, Don McEwen.
Boy, that really curled.
And that really curled on them. And there's the deuce.
I think we're done.
Thanks for the game.
And the hands come out. And that will be it. And first place will go to Carrie Einarson. Make the final 9-4. And Einarson will finish at 6-1, first place in the group. That's 2 straight losses on this last day for Manitoba and Jennifer Jones. 5-2 will be her record. 9 points given up. You know, you look back to Cam Rose and the tour stop there. She gave up 10 points to Michelle Englot. Go further back to the Manitoba Scotties, and she gave up 9 points to Joelle Brown. So defensively, the team is struggling just a little bit.
And it was a little bit of both in that game when we saw it was hits and draw struggles.
Hi, everyone back home. Hi, Chloe, Cameron. Hi, Dad, Patty.
Tracy Fleury
Back 12.
going to touch it over.
Whoa.
Just moves it back far enough.
She's trying to sit for 2, but if you stayed full 4, it would make it easier for Carrie Galucha to get in. That was a great shot.
Now that stone that just was pushed to the back 8. Does that become a catcher of any kind here?
I was hearing back 4. I thought that's what they said.
I'm wondering if you can get to the nose of that red and tap.
Yeah, or you almost have to cross it. But
I think so.
I don't know.
Do
It's going to catch the break early with that ice. Yeah.
Might even be for 3, eh?
Yeah, like it's and I'm with you. You have to get to nose a little bit better than that cross center a bit.
Just come down here with like a backline hack weight. If you can get it dead on, if that clears, that gives you 2 all day, and then your top one just might be closer than this one here.
Yeah, theirs are all running.
Yeah.
It'd be massive.
Maybe a little less. Yeah.
It's what you
I guess they were just trying to tap it behind the. That's hard to do. 146 feet away.
Let her know.
It should swoop in there, but I think if you high side this red, you might not get the yellow past that back red by Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, they got her. Really quick. Kohler, Barber, really got to go. Kohler, Barber, really got to go. Here comes that guard. Here it comes. That is a huge stolen point. Northern Ontario as they look to win their way in. A new competition format at the Scotties means a new format for the annual Ford Hot Shots. 15 teams started the event with a chance to win $15,000, and one lucky fan would receive a 2-year lease on a brand new 2018 Ford Escape SE. The field down to 4, and in that final round, Team Manitoba would score early and often, including a 5 on the Around the Horn triple takeout, finishing the competition with 57 points. With the win, Team Manitoba takes home that $15,000, and the lucky fan, Penticton's Arlene Kolunczyk, wins herself a 2-year lease on a brand new 2018 Ford Escape SE. Congratulations. Update for you. Let's go over to Sheet A, Nova Scotia against Saskatchewan, realizing a win, and they are in, and it's set up here for Marianne Arsenault out of Dartmouth. She plays Sherry Anderson from Saskatoon.
Nice throw.
And there it is. And 3 more, and the handshakes. And so Nova Scotia wins it. 8-3 the final. 5-2 is their record, and they are in for 2 long rivals. Marianne Arsenault and Sherry Anderson, their rivalry going back to the early 90s. So we know 3 of the teams in Pool A. Einarson will be finished first, 6-1. Manitoba, Nova Scotia, Northern Ontario has it all in their hands, of course, as they play the territories. And a very big steal of 1 that was for Northern Ontario in 8. Means here in the 9th, it'll be the territories once again. Kerry Galusha Yellowknife that has the last rock, playing the Redstones.
Those 2 go back a long way, Sherry and Marianne. 2002.
Scotties final.
And who won?
Marianne, which was Colleen Jones at the time. Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
What a great week for Nova Scotia there. You know, 5-2. That's a wonderful record, and that gets them that much closer to the playoffs. You don't want to go in there at 3-4 or 4-3 with only 2 losses. They're in really good shape.
It's all those clinics you guys do.
That's it.
She's learning from her clinics.
Yeah, exactly. She's a delight to work with, I'll tell you. Just a team player and extremely knowledgeable. There's a lot of work on team dynamics, and she's got the 3 young'uns that she's brought along wonderfully.
She's got the right demeanor.
Yeah.
I'm indifferent.
Sherry's very similar, really, and also with 3 young'uns. She just wrong side of the inch this week. They struggled with draw weight early in the week. Took them a while.
When they hugged, I'm sure they said, I don't understand the music they listen to, but they're sure fun to play with.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, true.
Yeah, she'd be listening to old-time rock and roll in the car, and they go, yeah, my parents listen to that the rest of the time. Wow.
Way to make me feel.
And she was saying, sometimes they'll be talking about something, I'm going, I have no idea.
A show, a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe deep. Back 8? Back 8, yeah. Hey, Jen.
So I'm sure there's a little scoreboard watching. A couple of sheets over on sheet D as New Brunswick plays on, knowing they need to win their game, and they'll keep an eye on this one and hoping that the Territories can do them a favor, play spoiler.
Then let's play that. Do you like that?
Right? If we miss that, though, it's a force. But I think we have to, I guess.
Yeah.
If we peel, then we're going to be forced to win.
Yeah, the teams get so reliant on this having hammer coming home stuff, and you try to blank here, you're going to come around, have to make a come around tap if you miss it. And Northern Ontario draws for 2, and there goes your chance. So why not just get 2 right now? That's not bad either.
Yeah, having the lead at any time is never a bad thing.
And you still could blank here. Like, let's say you put this in a good spot, Northern Ontario goes after it, hits the guard or something. You never know. Don't get defensive. Bottom line is you need a 2, either this end or next end.
Get it here. It's got to be force. Take hard. Too deep, though.
So when
Good.
we always talk about going to the 10th, playing in the even end, so doesn't it seem to be to Alusha's favor if she should try and blank this one and go to the next, or do you wait and see how it sets up, and if she gets the opportunity for the deuce here, she should take it?
Yeah, definitely blanking would be good, and you have hammer, but I think the point Russ is making is sometimes you get so mesmerized with trying to blank that you forget that when you get an opportunity to get a deuce, you should take it.
Is that what he was saying?
I think he was.
Okay, thanks.
In a roundabout way.
Oh, you want.
Translator to the booth, please.
I think I understood that.
To the other corner.
Over curl.
Weight was great on that.
We say this all the time. We watch a lot of curling, but the team that's winning tends to get aggressive, hoping to force, in this case, the Territories to a single, and they force them to a 3. Here we go. Now they can bury another one.
A little bit, mine's a bit tight. What do you have? It's
Sarah Colton as we play third stone.
Coming down already.
8-time Yukon Junior champion.
It's running, Carrie.
Played in 2 Canada games representing Yukon.
Can I go a bit? No.
Just don't set up a double here.
Trying. Okay.
Was never able to get the Yukon out of the pre-qualifying event. Twice she tried, but failed.
Do we have 2 timeouts or 1? 1.
They can squirt theirs in still.
I think so.
Okay. I was just wondering how much weight you want to throw at it, because you can bump it back a little bit.
Like, I think we want to make sure I'm there. Like, throw back 8 or something, just to make sure.
Okay. I was thinking a tap.
I filmed
I
this
like
out
that
there
call.
quite a
This is a
bit.
pretty good opportunity for Northern Ontario.
We just got to watch where we roll. We got to roll
Yeah, just
away.
a soft tap, right?
And then get your shooter out of the way.
That's the hard part, isn't it? Where if the shooter stops here, there'll be a double. If you get the shooter back here, you're good.
So I'm thinking like back 8 weight.
Okay.
Probably, yeah, roll the shooter away a bit.
You could probably get that top red one
Right, you
too,
got
the
it.
soft intern, and
like
tap
quite a
it
bit
back,
for
create a
back 8.
pocket. I like this. If you ever make this,
You're setting up really good
Got it.
for a steal.
Same speed on both sides.
quite a bit of ice there. You could throw like a hackish at this too, because you really want to roll this thing out of the way.
Yeah, I think that's the key.
Back in.
Crystal
Back
Webster.
12. Back 12. Whoa. Back 8. Amanda. Back 12.
Amanda Gates.
It's working.
Angle it back and chip it in, and not quite.
Nice though. And rolled far enough. Boy, that was an 1/8 of an inch. It'd be perfect.
Good sweep.
Come take a look.
You could pick it. It's at 2.
Yeah.
It's tough though.
Just a hair heavy, I guess, eh?
A little, not too bad.
What do you think? We need to peel?
Well, we can, if we hit what we can see.
And then make them do something. Like this isn't going anywhere.
That's what I mean. Like we could play this now, or we can save it for later. You can see a piece, and then if I'm tight, we peel.
Aren't we
So
going to
just
lose
peel?
the one?
No.
I think we
like,
just
you can
straight
only see,
peel. I think we just straight
an inch.
peel.
Okay.
What do you
straight peel
think?
Well, picking the yellow.
Well, what I
sure.
was saying, if we
Yeah,
try
you can
it,
see enough
and
of
it's
it.
tight, then we do that. Sure. If you
It
like
jams
it.
on the red stays. You sit 2 buried.
Okay, then let's
Time out. Time out. Time out.
Timeout being called, and so Fred Cooey will make his way to the ice.
No, they just switched the time.
I think your clock's running.
So New Brunswick with a 6-2 lead as they play in 9, and a must-win for them. And
Let's make it.
they are the shot stone at the back of the 4. And what's this play? Just to touch it over, are they?
Yeah, it's tough to get it for 2 because you've got to get so close to that top red one.
Final stone on the way. Chelsea Duncan, White Horse.
Just clean. Clean.
Well, there's a lot of weight here, eh?
There is.
You come up for her, just needs to touch it over, but you can't touch it too far. And where's the spill? Now we look, and it looks like they may have gotten their single.
Nice.
One yellow it is. It hangs on the edge of the 4.
Nice stone.
Okay, so I with giving up 2 minutes.
What's your thought here, Cheryl? Just rip that guard, or do you play? Is it long enough to get to the red and play red onto yellow?
Well, you can get to the yellow that you see and just pick it.
Yeah.
The good stuff.
Because you can see enough of it. I don't mind the peel either.
Yeah,
I mean, you just don't want to get forced here. So
True.
with the peel, open it up. You ever miss that pick?
And if you hit that red one, you could sit 3 if you get that opportunity. If there was a missed guard, the yellow goes out to left, and the red one goes straight back onto the yellow, and you save your shooter. You sit 3 if you get that type of opportunity.
And it's a little trickier ice to put the guard on because of the curl.
Have they elected to play the peel, or is it just one or the other?
I'm not sure with that ice. They might be trying to go right by here.
Holton on it, throwing a dart here. Get right off. By they are. Oh, and they'll miss everything. And it's hard to know if that was early licks of the brush meant anything.
Oh, just your error on that had to be to take off the guard.
That was some big peel, woman. Holy
Man,
crap.
that was flying, wasn't it?
I was not expecting that much.
Well, you can always see like an inch on bed.
Crap.
You needed a lot.
It's probably like a
Backed
6.
it up
That was
so
probably
far.
like a 6.5.
This
I
is a
thought you
team
were on the
that
guard
just
at one
needs some
point.
reps.
Don't know what to expect under pressure in a big shot, does she?
It's coming twice as hard as the skip expected.
Now you know she throws a lot.
Oh my goodness, that was fast.
You're just a little higher than that other yellow.
Oh,
You
dear.
were on the guard.
Oh, I was. I know. Shauna's too good.
Yeah, but as you say, the problem is you have to get one or the other, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I think they were just trying to go right by,
Got it.
hammer the red, and kick it out.
Line should be good. Clean it, please. Clean. 2.
On its
Clean
own.
it.
2 on its own. 3
Clean
babies.
it. Yes, line. Hold it.
Hard line.
Whoa, over and
2.
up. Stay
over.
with it. No,
Good shot, Trace.
Good.
Perfect. This one.
Go, girl.
Well, we know this in turn. I don't love that there's a double peel.
I know.
We probably should have been on that early. Shoot.
Pretty simple double peel they left.
There you guys, double peel her.
Or where they actually wanted it, but longer would have made sense.
Okay, Carrie. I will not be throwing as much weight as Sarah.
Just so you know.
Mine should run here like they've been doing. Maybe a little more.
So even if we were to guard half a rock on this side of the red,
Just clean.
Yeah.
Weight's good. Whoa.
Carrie Galusha.
Yes, yes, yes. Hard. Whoa. Roll it.
And we'll spill them enough. Carrie last year won the
Nice shot, Carrie.
Marge Mitchell Award in St. Catharines. That's the award they give in honor of the late Scotties player Marge Mitchell. It's all for sportsmanship and the
We have that same shot I tried.
the players vote. He's well liked by everybody.
Very much.
Otherwise, just draw the button.
If this guard goes on good,
Just a bit tighter?
they might have the one that Sarah tried. Kick
You can
that
probably
out
go
there,
close to
that
the
yellow
same.
goes that way, the red goes straight back, and you score 2 because your shooter's going to go way out this way. If the guard is not perfect on the center line side, then I think he could still come out here with a lot of weight, hit it very thin, goes that way, out there, the red one goes straight back, and you still score 2. You almost need instead of an 11-inch rock, you need about a 14-inch rock to take away everything here.
Well, you can see why Tracy was so upset that the double peel was there on the guards, because it's hard to cover both those options.
And the brush was down just outside to the 12, so they know there's that much curl. 6 feet, my goodness. And they want to keep it on that side of the center line just a little bit.
Easy.
Tight.
Stay with it. Yep. Yes.
So just gets there. What do you think?
Well, they feel they've guarded the most dangerous shot, but I'm not so sure that yellow's still there.
that does the trick. Yeah.
They didn't see it though, Team Galusha last time around. But do you agree, Cheryl?
I do, but I don't think they see it again.
No. You don't want to give yourself too much. Just make
Peel
sure
weight.
we
You
don't
can pick it
have
clean if you're perfect. You can pick it off that. I don't think you can jam it because how do you hit it thick enough?
No, you can't.
With peel.
Okay, well, if the goal is 2, what's the easier or the most likely to be made? The draw here or your shot?
Well, true. I guess this is very similar.
Just how far she has to go out.
I don't know. I think it depends on your skill set. This is probably the right call here.
To throw what you've been throwing.
Yeah.
And we can't jump it and then catch the break.
Well, I've been throwing the hair light, haven't I? So just sweep for tea.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you.
And there's the point we made earlier. As I think it was in Manitoba, we saw Officer McEwen jump something early. You know it's going to break, but the risk is if you jump it early, it'll not catch the break.
Yes.
Tracks down that path.
Right. And so here they go now. Shauna Barber out close to the stone, making Kohler. Line is good. They need the pin. They need the button. And will it hook for her and sit in time? Just is going to overthrow it by that much. 1 red it is.
1 red.
Score the 1. Northern Ontario will have a chance to win it coming home. 1, 2, angle it back. And look at that, pushes it through the hole.
That was a great throw.
Here comes that guard. Got it by inside, push it back. And there is 3 for Ontario. Picked up right away out of her hand. Erica Trickett, Julie Devereaux, Aaron Porter calling line. Run this back, stick it, you get 3. Run it back, stick it. And you've got 3.
Come on.
Stacey Curtis here in 3. Run back, stick it, lovely shot. 100% effort there.
We have one tiebreaker coming out of that B pool, and it will be Newfoundland and Labrador against Ontario. Brian, Kathy, we hope you're feeling better. But it'll be noon Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific, to see who will come out of that pool as the 4th seed. And that's the only game right now as we wait to see what happens here tonight. There's the potential of a tiebreaker if Northern Ontario should drop their game and Manitoba should, or Northern Manitoba, New Brunswick should win their game.
Good, Jonah.
Oh, inch away from being removed.
So here in this 10th and coming home of a 6-6 tie, Northern Ontario and the team from Sudbury will have last rock.
I could take the top one with the out turn.
Could just come here too.
I like that. If I take the top one with the out turn, I might even get the back one because it curls so much on that side.
Or we try to tick the top.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's up to you.
You could just tick the tight one into the rings.
That's the scary one, isn't it?
I'm good with either
Top
one,
one's
Trace.
really
I just
long.
threw the come around.
Surprised they didn't play the tick on the first one if they're going to play it on the...
Okay, let's go.
I'd also play it on the other turn here, too.
So
and
I'm
you
just going
could-
to clean again.
Yep.
I agree, because if you miss the top one, you might get the back one.
Yeah.
Which I think is the one you should chase.
Okay, stay close, guys. Should curl up on this side.
Might be able to, if you miss this by a hair, you might be able to get the back one. Oh, hard
She
one.
didn't like that.
When do I ever have freaking hog
Is that, we're looking at the lights, red lights.
Yep.
Okay. My
So
God.
hog line violation.
There's more room on the outside.
I see that. Blinking red, and that's not Rudolph's nose. You don't like that.
There's more room. Let's
There
go
you go.
this way.
Okay.
Make it good.
Bang, right
right on the
there.
button.
Left the finger on.
Let it curl, or is it okay now? It's just
I think as long as we catch the before the break.
Game on now.
same, and we'll watch the break.
Territory's trying to spoil the party for Northern Ontario.
Amanda's first one, luckily
It's
for
light
Northern Ontario, is in a
work.
darn good
Take
spot.
over.
Tough to get
Line's
right
really
around and
good.
bury to be shot rock.
Take a look.
Megan Kohler,
Yeah, gotta go.
Colton closest to the stone. Barber out in
Take
front.
a look. Yep, line. Hard line. It's good weight. It's good weight. Yep,
Scott
yep,
Waite.
yep, just on the
Scott
side.
Line.
Whoa. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I should have had you guys off that.
Yeah, it's still not bad because you punched the Northern Ontario stone
I
out
think
a
we
little
have
bit.
to, yeah. Straight up. Just the one?
Yeah, you got it, Cheech. Straight up.
Yep. Hard. 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 All the way. Right up. Roll it.
Jennifer Wiley.
Good.
And we'll
Good
get rid of the
job.
high one. So New Brunswick has picked up the all-important win, 6-3 over Yukon. So they've done what they had to do. And so now they are 4-3. Nova Scotia, we know, with their win are in. Now the New Brunswick side, Sylvie Robichaud, Moncton, have to wait. And if Northern Ontario should lose here, there would be one tiebreaker.
Just a one going sideways. Just a one. Don't lose it. It's a one. Okay. Okay. She's got a little. She didn't quite get to the broom on that.
Feel
Feel
like
the
we just go
tight
for
one?
The back one.
That's what I'm thinking.
I like
The
that,
back
Trace.
one?
I think so.
Okay.
They're a lot further apart than
Sorry,
they look.
what's
Well, that
the
top
tight
one really
I
is
think,
not
yeah.
a guard.
No,
It's
good
off the
point.
center
You
and
want the same weight?
really too high, so
Same weight? Sure.
get rid of the dangerous one.
Boy, she called it. Really got to go here. Webster, Gates, and they'll get the tight guard.
Nice throws, Jen.
Well, we came to this game late in the 6-6 tie. Terry Galusha's had her opportunities. Northern Ontario out curling the Territories. And Northern Ontario with a chance to win it here in 10. Game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Keep a broom on it, but it's good. What do you think? Oh, it's really tight.
Whoa. We're still at 3, just a 3.
Yeah,
just
just
clean.
really tight, Carrie.
Just
but,
clean.
Might be sliding into 12. Yeah, it is.
Shona, go then. Go, Shona. Go, 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 go. Okay. Not
a 3.
Stephanie.
To Stephanie, Sylvia Robergeau. Will she be in a tiebreaker in the morning? There you go. A future curler meeting a current curler here at the Scotties.
We're not going to take it out. Red onto yellow, though. If we get...
Do you have to play it quiet? And
Like I can just jam it there. That's maybe our best. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to throw it too hard because I don't want it to...
No.
Tough
So maybe
situation,
it's just
isn't it?
quiet
Like a
and
10 or
I'd like to get rid of that top one, but how do you do it?
And not
It
jam
actually
it.
ended up in a pretty good spot for a...
You
Or the
could
peel.
rip the back one.
I just don't feel like that guard's going to win them the game. But it's a nuisance for us.
If you rip the back one and
I
they
don't
come right
know.
to the button, you're not happy either.
No,
I don't know.
it's kind of in the way. It's kind of helping you.
If she's wide at all on this, well, it's not hard to get inside. I've got air.
You have
I think, Pia.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, straight up.
Yep, straight up. Let's go.
It's a really tough situation. Now you free up your own on the intern side, but Team Galusha can hit it too. They could tap it out, sit 3. Kick one in behind. It's not a... I don't mind this though, because now you can throw some weight at something.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Good.
Crystal Webster peels off that guard.
We don't have a ton of time.
No problem.
Halfway, Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think your line would have been fine.
No, if this works out well, I think, Cheryl, for Northern Ontario, because if you throw this on the center line guarding the top one, you could rip that right hand red, I mean. And wherever Galusha goes, you've got that run back.
Yeah, all day long.
You almost should be guarding the outside red one here.
Just wait
Definitely
for it.
last 2.
Hold it out there.
Sarah Colton.
Get it to center. It'll go. It'll get there.
Yeah, it needs it. Yep, go, go, go.
Make sure it's
Line's
halfway.
really good. Get it over there. Yep, hard. As tight as you can.
Hard
Go,
for
go, go,
speed.
go, 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 go.
Hard.
Go, 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 go.
Hard.
Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Hard. Good.
Good sweep,
That's
guys.
Good. Nice, Sarah.
That was better.
Yeah, good. Nice shot.
Whoa.
Oh, this could hit the back red one.
Look out.
Touch it.
No, won't. Look out. And that'll kill
Man.
Northern Ontario Stone. So the center guard remains up. Territories are sitting 2 without last rock here in the 10th.
Because do we just have another guard?
I don't know. Or do
Holy.
we tap
Wow.
one and get
Or do
one
we tap
closer?
one now?
'Cause I think she's
Okay,
going to try and get closer.
time out. Time out.
So second timeout being called by Territories.
You got to tap both ways.
Leave this side. This is really good.
Yeah. I think she
Right
might try and
now.
get behind it. And then we have this.
Is she wrong?
I don't know.
Hey,
What do you want us to do?
easiest shot that's not going to
What?
give a double? What's not going to give a double or give them a draw?
Well, do you think we just throw up a guard on me first?
Tight guard?
She has to peel it. Like, do you think she's going to try to draw?
I'm just scared she might try and come here, but then we can tap
but
this.
we have so many options if she does that.
Tight
She
guard.
does that,
Yeah, tight guard and then...
Center line there.
Okay.
And then you have both options. And you,
Like tight guard here?
I think so.
Or
yeah.
here?
Or do we? I think we need to keep it out,
Yeah,
don't we?
keep it
in
out a
case
bit. Right there.
Although
yeah.
even if she draws, we have like this. Is,
We
we
have
have
this
this all
right
day.
back
We've
here.
played
Tap.
that so many times.
And you got this tap. Or
That's
you
what I'm
can-
worried. If we're too wide
We
here,
don't
then
wanna-
we might get rid of this tap for ourselves.
Yeah, and then, but you can
Well,
come
see,
around
but I
either
was
too.
thinking if we
True.
have it, or if we corner it around that, we don't have anything. But
Yeah,
you're
no.
thinking we can always tap it that
Yeah.
way. Okay.
Stay over
so
here.
that's probably better.
Right.
Well, Sarah thinks we need to stay
I
over
think
here.
About this far off center. Right there.
New Brunswick not going
But
away.
there's a big
of
difference of
course,
keeping
they
it out here or keeping it like.
No, right
just
there.
half
need a
up.
loss
where Broom
by
is.
Northern
Just on this
Ontario
side
to
of
play
center.
tomorrow in the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I think,
Try
I
not to
mean,
take
I've been
away,
giving you guys
throw the
here,
guard, but
so
don't
I
take
think
away
we're
either
gonna
of
go
your
here.
options to tap.
I think the biggest mistake would be leaving that shot rock open, because if you can get to the inside of that with some weight, for Northern Ontario, they can kick it in there and be buried.
Yeah, so as Fred
I
said,
don't
just
want it too
touch
high,
the center
Sarah.
line.
Yeah.
These are the ones that over curl, aren't they?
Do you guys like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, carry
It's the only game on the ice remaining on this Wednesday night here in Penticton. Final night of round robin play in the
Pretty slick
in
out
group
here.
play before we move on to the championship round tomorrow.
If I'm not super heavy, you can go early.
Other
Hey,
options
Meg.
can play the intern, Cheryl, tap that half-buried rock straight back.
Just concerned if they left a double.
And you'd still have the tap again.
Line's good.
Yeah, I want to go a bit.
Will is over curl, that's the scary part.
No, back up. Get the 3 lines really good. Yep.
Halfway.
Yes, hard.
Yeah, go for speed.
Yes, hard.
Kohler,
Halfway.
Barber.
Okay, whoa. Just clean.
Well,
Just
don't
clean.
leave an easy
Close.
double peel.
Whoa. Okay.
Like we just did.
Timeout. Northern Ontario.
Yeah, I don't know. We double peel. She just taps up.
I know.
Yeah, even if
we
they
can try
double
to bump
peel
it back.
here,
No, we're
Russ,
not gonna
they're
get
still in a lot of trouble because
Oh, yeah.
they're going to be looking at 3.
Well, yeah.
And
it's- if you tap the right-hand one
right
dead
double
on,
peel.
Yeah, that double
Or we can
peel.
try
you
to
make the
tap
double,
this
you
back.
lose. Both
It's not
doubles.
easy.
I
We're
think
not gonna be shot.
it's a tough situation. Can you get rid of the
But
shot
then I
rock?
have a shot on this side.
That's what I'm
yeah,
wondering.
The 4-foot on this
'Cause
side.
I don't think the double peel is going to help you.
No.
You're going to be looking at 3.
Play on 7.
Double peel.
Can you get to the inside? Is it
It's
long
just such a
enough
short
with the
No.
outturn?
No,
Like,
no, but you can
even
hit
if
it.
she just moves it like this much, right? Like we.
Well, if she only taps it that much, you do have.
I
this.
know.
I know it's hard.
Yeah.
So do you think trying to get to this one and just pumping
I
it
don't
like that
know.
gate?
I mean, you can try to.
We
draw
can try
now.
to sink one now.
You draw even if you're not
My instinct was to come around now.
to here.
But then she still has that.
But then you'd have a tiny tap.
Because then, even if you tuck half, she has to chase it.
Yeah, and then I might have a
You're
hit
getting your
roll
draw
or
weight for your
something,
second
yeah.
rock. Right?
Peel weight,
Yeah.
you might be able to make that thin double on the intern side too. You can see a sliver of
I
it.
think you don't want it. I think you just want it up here.
Yeah.
Like I think you want to get like just shot.
I agree. And then she's
And you know, it's
But then
not-
you have
you'll
that,
still-
right?
She has to stick this slash too, though, right? Or you're gonna have to come around again.
Okay.
I think you gotta get the draw weight.
Okay.
I like it.
So just biting for right here. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's either the outturn, tap that shot rock
Yeah.
behind the tee line, and then you've got a shot with your next one. Or you make this one and hope, because there are still 2 raises for Carrie Galusha.
Like Harry can play the outturn depending where yours goes. I actually really like the outturn on Tracy's.
I think I still like what you threw in the other end to play that freeze.
Okay. 95.
Yeah, I think
95.
I like that out here.
Okay, bite the 4.
Okay, let's go. You got it.
Outturn tap? Yeah, I do too.
I think so. This is tough to not leave her a shot to run in the reds.
Even if she wraps it around, it comes back 4, maybe.
Yeah, back 4, but even that left-hand one, as we were looking at it, then you can tap it up.
Either one they can tap up.
Yeah.
Line looks good. Weight's close. Room. Hard line. Hard line.
Gotta be slower here.
Room.
92% on her draws. Hits have been a problem.
What do you think?
You gotta finish it.
Right at the end?
You gotta finish it, Jen. You gotta finish it. You gotta go. Hard!
They left it, and they will. T-line 4-foot. They are the Shot Rock.
Well, she has that.
Good choice. Oh, wow.
So it has to
Brilliant
be
weight.
It
here.
always is, isn't it?
It never, ever. She doesn't miss very often on her draw weight.
If it had stopped up in this area, though, I think Carrie Galusha would have had to hit it, because if the
I
red
think that's easier.
kicks it into here, then you would have had the angle this way.
The good thing about this is it blocks
I mean,
this draw.
why don't we do this then? I mean, it's the same thing. I guess it's just what turn we want to play at it.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, if we do this, she just has the same. She has the same shot back, right?
Can you get across the nose and get a flip towards center line?
No.
Don't think so.
But you could freeze. If you ever frozen the inside, I think the game's over.
What do you guys think? Well, I mean, we have so
Either
many
that or
options.
just
We have
straight.
this,
Yeah.
we have this, or we have this.
Just throw what path you like the best.
I think we tap this.
Okay, let's do that then. What weight do you want to throw?
It's an easier shot
I like
for her,
that.
though. We don't have a ton of time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think if you
What
tap
is
that
her
roll
guessing?
open, you give
Well, we saw that
Tracy
one
Fleury the exact same shot.
here.
Tempted
I
to
don't
tap
know,
something
so
else.
I'm
Yeah.
just thinking we need to tap ours.
Because you have to throw a little bit of weight at it to make sure you get shot.
Let's tap it.
Chances of rolling open
Tap
are pretty
our own?
high.
Yep.
Okay, this one?
Yep.
Okay. Back 4?
Yep.
Okay, I
Let's
like
make it.
Yep.
If you can get right to nose.
Too many
Yeah,
options.
if you get, what if you bump that one, Cheryl, and by doing that, you'd be here,
Tapping the yellow?
and that takes away everything.
Tapping ours?
You're saying right to nose, like here.
Yep.
You could ever do that, even if you don't even move it. You move it an inch or two as opposed to throwing weight.
Yeah. Like I like that. I would just be throwing kind of a T-line, well, back 4.
Same shot that was just thrown.
Yep.
Like T plus.
Because if you tap this and roll high side at all,
Now
it
it's
makes it easier.
Needs to be shot right now. It's Northern Ontario. Their winning point, their playoff point is on the board. Kohler, Barber, Colton calling line. Got to hold it for now and tap it back.
That is so good.
One great shot. That's tough to do.
Is it even there?
It's high enough in the 4-foot that I don't think it is. I thought they were going to be on this red. Great brushing to get this by.
Oh, man. You've got it through the exact same rock.
Story of my week, overthrowing.
Worked out though.
Well, any lighter,
Yeah.
any lighter, you wrecked.
Yeah, I think that was perfect.
And you can see you're saying, where was that earlier in the week? Because it's been a struggle for the Territories, but have a chance here
This is
to pick up a win
so tough.
with New Brunswick. Looking on and knowing right now they'll be in a playoff. Tracy Fleury and the team from Sudbury trying to win their way in. Need to be shot rock. Stay with it, says Crystal Webster. Gates is there. Wiley is there. Stay with it to put themselves into the Final Four. Stay with it. They got it.
Unbelievable. That went through the card.
Did it ever. Tracy was yelling. What a shot.
Make the final 7-6. Northern Ontario to finish at 5-2.
Oh.
Got it. They've got it. And they are on and through to the championship round.
The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it. The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years.
So Northern Ontario make their last shot and give credit to Carrie Galusha. She did everything she could, but it was just too good. Tracy Fleury. So Pool A is decided, and remember now, those four in Pool A will cross over and play the top four in Pool B as we cross over and play the opposite teams. But one playoff spot still to be decided in that B pool. That will be the tiebreaker tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Newfoundland and Labrador against Ontario as our coverage continues. What a night. Wonderful shot making here in Penticton. Final night of round robin. Now tiebreaker and on to the championship round. Here are the Scotties, and all of it on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Sports Center is next.